All right, y'all. What's going on? Welcome, 8 o'clock, Social Mizzle Corner. Trying to wait till people come in. How's everyone doing? I'm doing well. And let's see. Let's see. Aww. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? Monday. Happy Monday. What's going on? We got some couple things to talk about tonight. Finally join me. Mm. Yes, y'all. So I was watching the circle before I come on this live, so I'm trying to catch up and everything. The last 4 episodes, and I think I'm up to the episode 11. So after this, I'm gonna watch episode 12, and then enjoy the rest of my other night, and probably watch Charleston Cabaret, and enjoy the rest of the night playing my game or something before I go to bed. So hopefully y'all have enjoying a great Monday. So I'm just gonna wait till people come in a little bit. Just jump right into it. Don't forget, enter in the chat. Please like the video, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed everything you're about to see today. And let's jump right into it, y'all. Let's wait a little bit more. Hope people come in. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I'm trying to see if this Mondays will be a good time. Trying to see. It'll get better. Let's see. Mm. All right, I'm trying to wait till people come in, a little bit more people come in before I start my video, because I ain't gonna really talk about anything unless somebody come in. Sure. But hope you have a productive Monday. My Monday was productive. I had to do food shopping, get some food in the house. Yeah, I've been prolonging it. I had to do it today. I would say, you know what? Ty, you need to get your behind up and do this shopping because it needs to be done. All right. So let's see. Got my cabinets filled up. Next, I gotta get some more fruits and eggs, so I can get some more stuff in here and just a pan so I can do some bacon and probably get some more meats. The only thing about the meats is I gotta get that what's that? My friend told me about it. That food saver kind of bag that sucks the thing so keep your meat fresh even longer after the fresh expiration date, because I don't be cooking every day. I don't. I don't know how y'all do, but I can't be cooking every day, y'all. So we jump right into it. Mm. Aside from breakfast. Oh, the Black Panther movie is coming out next year, y'all. In July, next summer. All right, so I'm gonna stop the cam real quick.
Tomorrow. Big.
Where the people at today? Nobody's around. See, I don't know if I should be doing this at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I will see. Because I think it's only because it's still new. Still got a little bit of people. When I get a bigger platform, I will get more people on my live on Mondays. Sunday Mondays, y'all. Yes. So jump right into it. I'm gonna wait for the more people to come in because I ain't gonna start talking until people come in, y'all. Yeah. So what y'all looking forward to for the rest of the year? What are you looking forward to for the summer? What are you looking forward to watching? I mean, I can't wait till Catfish come back tomorrow, y'all. I'm excited. I'm trying to record that freaking episode, and my DVR shows not available on the programming. I don't understand that. Why? What's going on? Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Hey, bro. Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. It's all right. People's coming in.
I had my phone on the charger. It was away from me. You know, that's a good feeling when you like, I don't want to touch your phone. I was like, why is it going off? And I was like, oh, it's fucking 5 o'clock. Like, damn, get up.
Yes, yes. So we ain't come in yet, so we still got some time. Even though we're live, something like that.
How was your day
Oh,
today?
my day is good. I went to food shopping today. I had to do it today. I was like, nah, I gotta get up and do it. Went food shopping. Then I was just watching TV, relax. So like that. And other than that, that's it. But I would hit that supermarket real good. It was surprised it wasn't crowded. So I was like, good. Because usually that supermarket be a lot of people.
Yeah, you got to go early. So
Yes.
as soon as everybody get off of work, that motherfucker gets crowded.
Uh-huh. So yes. So yeah, so we're gonna talk about polls and we're gonna talk about a couple other things as well, social media topics. And next week's Monday, we're gonna talk about cheating and what is respectfully cheating and what forms of cheating that you accept or not. And I'll see like we'll go online and check some different scenarios and we discuss. So that will be the next topic and everything. So
Jesus.
yes, yes, cheating. Yes, because that'll be next Monday. Because next Sunday we all gonna be celebrating Mother's Day with our mothers and family and
Thank you
chipping out. Yeah.
for my sister. It's going to be first Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to get her something.
Yes.
We'll get her a house plan, but she might kill that motherfucker.
Well, so yeah, I'm gonna see my mother this Sunday too. I'm just gonna chill out, give her some money and stuff like that, because she wanted to freaking massage chair and everything. And I was like, "You telling me so late?" And then the website she texted me to order from, it was like, "It's a weird website." I said, "I'm not ordering from here." No.
This isn't a real website. This is in
No,
China.
yeah, it's like, what the hell? You got to order through an app and stuff. I said, no. If it's not trustworthy, I cannot do with it. So I'm just gonna give it the money and for that day, so like that. Because it's Sunday. Usually it's so early this year. I was like, gosh. Yeah. So besides Poe, we're gonna talk about, actually, did he change his name?
So who else?
He changed his name. So we're gonna talk about that. And we're gonna talk about this for Tokyo Vanity. She did a message about marriage and stuff. And we're gonna talk about Shekinah and Tiny no longer friends due to this allegations they are facing. It got the choking.
Whew. Sorry, I hit that too hard.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, killing myself. Mm.
Yes, he changed his name, so we're gonna talk about it. What he changed it to. It makes perfect sense of why he called his new label that name. So now we're gonna talk about that later. But
It makes no sense. It's like the devil giving himself a angelic name.
yeah, I don't know. This guy, he's something else. I don't think he got nothing better to do. I don't know what he's doing, so he just blowing money for no apparent reason. And how many times he changed his name? It's like, come on.
Well, he tried to do the last one. It was something Love, Dr. Love or Mr. Love or some shit. That didn't go through because of trademark shit. He was P. Then what? He was Diddy. No, he was Puffy first.
It was Puffy, yep. Sean
Puffy,
Swarms, Puffy, then P. Diddy, then Diddy, uh,
Diddy.
uh, Puff Daddy. It was so many names he had. It's like, gosh. But did you see Pose?
No, I didn't see Pose.
Oh, you didn't see Pose?
Because what I was doing was doing the media round because I
Mm-hmm.
like shows that I really like. I like to see the actors go to like The View and Jimmy Kimmel and so on and so forth
Mm-hmm.
before I watch the show because that gives their anticipation of what they want from the season. So I'm waiting till I get all of them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, then I'm gonna
And
go
then
watch.
watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's only 7 episodes this season. So first week of June, I think it will be the season finale. So yeah, you can watch. You just been watching because it's only 7 episodes. So.
I don't expect nothing bad from it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That it's an untold story. You know, so whatever happens is gonna be inspirational, magical as fuck. So
Yeah, I mean, we had good 2 solid seasons. I just sad that it's ending. I was like, I don't know what was the reason why ending the show because it was good. It could take it so further.
the plot of the story, you know what I'm saying? Instead of them like they're focusing on like the pre, homosexual, the gay uprise, you know what I'm saying, between AIDS, HIV and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
marriage rights and so on and so forth, all those things. But now we're at a plateau, like after you go to the 80s, the 90s, you start to see like people coming out the closet and stuff. So it's gonna become quite repetitive, you know? So I can see I don't want everything to be gay, gay, gay. Like my best friend, that nigga gotta go to a gay restaurant. He don't want to go nowhere straight. But some people live that lifestyle where everything they have to do has to be exclusive to their sexual preference. Yeah, I'll go anywhere as long as it's fun. You know what I'm saying? But I
Mm-hmm.
don't see a bunch of sad, wayward, gay stories of people struggling. No, give them a
Mm-hmm.
storyline. You know what I'm saying? Let them one of them fall in love, and it just be the storyline of them in love. They just happen to be a transsexual and whatever.
Yeah, yeah, so, yeah. It took me a lot because the pole season when it first started, it's a lot of things they mentioned in that show that I didn't wasn't privy to. I was probably too young to even know. I didn't know about the Well, I heard about some different stories. I didn't know about the ballroom scene. I'm still not reversed on the ballroom scene because I was so young to even know what the ballroom scene was, so like that. So I didn't know about that. There's a couple other things that the show mentioned that got me some understanding thing about that what was it? The land that had all the people who was not streaming y'all, Tracy. Streaming y'all still give you problems. Let me share. Let's see. Yeah, Tracy always got problems streaming y'all. What's going on?
Put it together, Tracy.
I'll share it to you right now. Hold up. Share it again. Yeah, so it's a couple things like that with a lot of patients that was unidentified that was shipped to like a place so they could get buried there with no name and stuff like that. That hit home because I didn't know nothing about that. I was that is
Yeah, I watched a documentary on that.
bad.
It still exists, and it's scary as fuck that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
And people actually go there to try to do like tourist shit, like to go see. I mean, you walk on like land filled with tombstones. You know, it was once a mental asylum, and it was this and that. I'm like, I wouldn't even go there, you know. And I think they should like blow it up like Godzilla, just like let it sink into the like, you know, because again, you disrespected these people. Oh, and that was another one. There was a lot of people who came up when they would just dispose of those bodies 24 hours, people with AIDS, because they thought it was going to spread through the hospital, whatever. There were lawsuits brought up by people that were in their family who's like, you guys didn't give us enough time to contact us or anything. So there were lawsuits against the state of New York for doing that because they thought these people were wayward because they were on the streets, they were streetwalkers or whatever. They thought they had family, but a lot of them did have family, but the family didn't get noticed because once they died, they were shipped out and sent to that island.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah. So Pose opened up my eyes to a lot of things. It was like, okay. I still wanted to know more about the underground scene, you know, the underground parties that I hear about going up and stuff. So it's a lot of these things that I saw in Pose was like stuff that my older people was telling me about that I was never privy to. I was too young to even know what was going on.
Once I found out about it, I went and looked it up. I went and did all my research. There was a lot of they call the legends, the houses and stuff like that. And them girls used to cut the fuck up out of there.
Yes.
They used to cut the fuck up. And I walked some streets, you know what I'm saying, as like some dangerous streets, you know what I'm saying, where you places you shouldn't be there because niggas is gonna pop off. Not at you, just you shouldn't be there. But them girls get to the ball and go, and they ready for trouble with hammers in a bag, real hammers, okay? Okay, because it's mostly New York. You know how New Yorkers are. I'm not trying to stereotype, but New Yorkers are more brolic. You know what I'm saying? Because the borough, you know, they all want their space and shit like that. But besides them doing the cat, they was out there brawling. Okay,
fighting, boosting, all that stuff. I said, oh, that was a big one too. Boosting dance.
I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Yes, I seen that documentary.
They have a documentary. It's a backstage documentary of uncut stuff. I have to figure out the name, but that shows like the dark side of shit. Paris was dark, but it shows the even darker side of it. That they kept out of the main movie because they wanted it to be, you know, okay for viewers.
So then Tracy said, "String, y'all don't want her to ask you any more follow-up questions."
Okay, so Tracy be like, "Wait."
Yes, she gonna ask.
Wait, where my pen at? I need a pen so I can twiddle the pen. And she be like, "Wait." Okay, I don't agree with that, but Tracy, bring your ass on here so I can poke fun at you.
Yeah, what's going on today, Tracy? So like that. I think people still try to get the groove in on my Mondays, but we just jump right into it because I want to take all y'all time and days and stuff like that. But Pose was episode 1. It's not letting me. I'm trying. Okay. All right, I will post the link here as well. Let me see. Maybe work that way. No, it's still the same thing. I ain't posting it here. So it was episode 1 and 2, the final season. So it opened up the scene with the Hellfire Club. It was an underground club where they, you know, the fantasies and people, you know, Electro was working there, and she was making her money, her Bitcoins from the underground. And you know, she's I guess the mayor at the time, Giuliani, wanted to shut down a lot of these things. Wanted to use a lot of things to shut it down. So that place got shut down. And Electra was upset. She said, "Oh my gosh, you can't do that to me. Like this is like it's like all that stuff. So they shut it down, and there's no more the Hellfire Club. So now she's trying to say, where am I gonna make my money? It's like, what's I gonna do? But Blanca said, you my mother, you always make it work. It's like one thing about you, Electra, he's a hustler, so you gonna get that dollar. And Electra said, you are definitely right. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make that money. So next up happened with Blanca and Electra went to the bar and talked to Lamar. Because before the season 2 ended, Lamar and all a lot of people was part together. They was all one big little family and stuff like that. But Blanca was calling Lamar, and Lamar's not returning her calls. And basically, he said, you know what? Evangelista hasn't been hot for a while. Y'all just fell off. Y'all wasn't in the ballroom scene like that. So we're going to make our money, and we're going to do what it do. And I built my own house called House of Cons. And we're going to do, I think House of Cons and House of Coons. I think House of Cons. And we're going to do what it do. It got his little thing. He had like 2 people, like the face category. It was a nice little, Nefertiti was one of the person. And it had, I think, what was his name? He's the host of Legendary. What's his name?
Oh, Billy Porter?
Yes. He was one of the dancers of that House of Coons. It's like that. And I was like, all right. And another girl. So they competing. It's like that. And he made a joke about Damon because Damon hasn't been around. And he said Damon's a drunk. And he can't be on it. And I was like, oh my God, Lamar is cutting up. Blanca don't play with her kids. She don't play with her children. So you come across like that, she gonna come after you. And they try to lunge at it and Electra stop them to happen. And she said, no, what we need to take this, you gotta take it to the floor and everything. But the Evangelista did not participate in this ballroom. See, this was tied to the scene that the House of Coon introduced themselves.
Cons.
Cons, right?
You call them coons.
Let's go coons, cons. Today is gonna be whatever the next I can't know.
Tomato.
Yeah. So House of Cons introduced to the ballroom scene, and Pray Tell was still the MC, and you can tell Pray Tell is really drinking himself. He's self-medicating. He's drinking a lot. He's not basically taking care of himself. I think he really kind of giving up because there's so much death around him, and he's still trying to come in terms of having the disease and stuff, and he just not doing it well. And you can tell in his face, he's not that glowing like he has before, but he's still busting down the MC and doing what he's doing. And it was a team that was performing. Then the House of Cons said, we're going to challenge and we're going to come in and they're going to win their prize. And it was a cash money prize, like that. And what about the House of Cons? They had a reputation of doing something dirty. They were for prizes. They take the ballroom scene as it was that is not before. Ballroom scene was more of a house and community. And we actually do competition and we all stuff like that, but it was a community. It's something a safe haven. But this group of people is cutthroat and they is fighting people, jumping people, want the money, and all stuff like that. So they taking it a whole different level with the competition, the ballroom scene, and that was not happening. And basically, the House of Con won that category, and they was to get a cash prize, and they had on the money for the House of Cons. So Pray Tell, his committee was at the restaurant, and they was really basically trying to say to come up the rest of the money. But the House of Con came with a group, and they came deep with 4 or 5 of them. And Pray Tell, his committee was sitting there and all that stuff, and they said, "We're gonna get your money." And they said, "No, ain't no money like here." And we're gonna get your money. He said, "Oh, no." They start fighting in the restaurant. I said, "Yeah, it's a freaking people. How you gonna fight in the restaurant?" And they was throwing things. They were throwing food. Pray Tell was fighting back, even though one of the guys ran out. He was not a fighter. So he said he ran out the thing. One was hiding under the table. Pray Tell was on the chair throwing things. Another person was fighting too. And they was going back and forth and fighting and turn out that people restaurant. I said, that's a lot. They said, we can't have y'all anywhere. We can't have y'all.
That's what they do at the balls. That's what they do. It's just like the nigga men when regular heterosexuals go to the club. Somebody gonna go to the Waffle House and get into a fight. It's the same scenario. Niggas cutting up. It's a little alcohol, a little what's the word I'm looking for? A little competition. You know what I'm saying? Got the lioness and the lions out there. Everybody out, egos, pride up in the air. Come on.
Well,
That's why I don't really do those things because that's destined to happen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody always got a bigger ego, and you know how the catty bitches are. They want to be up in your face like this and girl and this thing and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody don't get down like that, but you know you have to kind of expect it. You know,
Hey, Takola, how you doing?
it was a good depiction in the show because that shit really happens, and only like our community we would know that because we've been, you know what I'm saying, around those things.
I was like, wow. I was saying that I was young going to school and stuff. Like, I wasn't even privy to that stuff. I said, they fighting and going down like that. I said, yeah, go ahead. And I mean, granted, you won the category and you don't have your prize money, so I guess you're going to be saucy about it. So I understand that. Blanca got a man in this that wasn't what happened to love interest in application, but she really actually got a man. She said she working at the hospital, and he also is a working at the same hospital, and they met up and they've been together for 6 months. And you saw him, and that same guy, the actor, he played in another Netflix movie called Hollywood. I don't know if you saw that on Netflix. It was like I think Ryan Murphy directed that show. I think it was like 7 or 8 episodes. You know how Ryan Murphy is with his shows.
Oh no, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He played Hollywood. He was one of the main actors. He was the one who fell in love interest with the white guy, and so like that. So
the car wash.
Yes, that's who it was. And he's the boyfriend, Christopher Blanca, and he's the only child. His parents grow up, you know, the privileged children, like they did the college sweethearts, and they make themselves they well known. They built themselves up, and even though Christopher knows who Blanca is and knows her tea and everything, his parents doesn't know. But he still want to introduce Blanca to his parents because he's saying, "I love you." In 6 months, he want to help her get back to school because she wants to go back to school. And she said she was dyslexic when she was 14 years old because she was like, when she was reading in school, she had a lot of trouble. Not because she was not able to do it, just that she didn't know she read things back when it was not coming across together. So she had to just drop out and stuff. And she wanted to go back to school for nursing, and because she's good at it, you know, Nurse Judy that she connected with, she was saying, "You got the gift. People love you like that. Use your talent. What you gonna do else? Because your shop it's closed down. You don't have to shop anymore, and all your kids is grown and they doing their own thing. So you got to find your purpose." And then she said, "I like to go to school."
Some people don't understand that, like being a servant to others, like being a nurse and like having the gift of it, that is a gift, that is a talent, because it takes a lot to work in the hospital and be hand in hand, you know, taking care of elderly people, gunshot victims, disease victims, and everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the stomach. My ass would be crying in the hospital all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? I would be absorbing all the emotions, you know? So I can, because I do have a client that I work with, you know, as his in-home care. That's my third job. I got jobs like Jamaica, but I only go see him twice a week. You know what I'm saying? And it's just to do his basic errands and stuff like that. And I don't have to do anything more. He has his own in-home care provider that does, like, you know, the in-depth things, you know, like bathroom baths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But just the levels of it, that is a big talent. And that would be powerful if we had like outspoken transgender male or females in the medical field, you know, because that will open up the gate for other trans males, females, and gays to be comfortable with wanting that person as a nurse or a doctor.
That'd be great. Yeah, that's true. We do need more representation of doctors in the hospital field and stuff like that who interested in helping other people. And if you grant to that, that'd be helpful. So she wants to she want to go back to school, and he want to be helping her. And I think he's like that nerdy type. He's really good in school and stuff like that because he was studying like antivirals, medication on medicine and trial drugs and stuff like that. And he said, "I love you," and she said she loved him, but I want you to meet my parents. And you know, she was kind of iffy about that because it was like, listen, you love me, I know you love me, but your parents don't know who I really am. I'm not really a fully grown woman, and I'm trans, and how they will accept me. And she was ready, went deep in and said, listen, I don't know, they're gonna judge me and this, all that stuff. He said, no, I got you, I love you and everything, and they're gonna love you because I love you. I said, all right.
That's what we need.
Yeah, that's what it was, definitely. It kept on ease. So when it finally came to meet the parents, you know, the mother was like that bougie type of chick, and so like that, and you know, her nose stuffed up and all that stuff, and she nosy. So the father was kind of laid back, you know, that's how the usual is. He was like, "Oh yeah, we was high school, we was college sweethearts, and this, that, and build up myself up, and we this is that, and we had the children, decided to have one child and stuff." She said, "Did you want children, Blanca?" And that's that, and then Christopher, yeah, and she said I got 4 children. And she was looking at her, she's like, "Oh." And she said, "No, not really my biological children, was something of the house and this family." She said, "Oh, so you got 4 kids that's not really your children, but they like friends of yours?" And you know, Christopher was kind of cutting in and trying to talk and explain. Yeah. But Blanca didn't tell her tea, and she was like kind of hold back on it because she was like, "I really tell her," because she looked like she was clocking me or she didn't clock me and was like that. I don't think she clocked her, but she was. Blanca was getting a vibe, so the mom was like, she's looking at me straight up and down.
Like, straight women do that too. They take care of kids that aren't theirs. So, you know what I'm saying? You could be an auntie with one child that's your own, but all the rest of them is like your sister's, your cousin's child, and they call you mama.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's different. It's different. Don't spoil the whole shit because I ain't watched it and everybody ain't watched it. And that was another thing I was going to say. They promoted this shit poorly this round because the first season, it was everywhere. Second season, everywhere times 2. This season, it's just like, eh. You know what I'm saying? And they can't blame it on the pandemic because they had shit filmed before. You know what I'm saying? And they still can do the interviews and they still can do the promotions and shit. The posters ain't got COVID outside. You know what I'm saying? I remember when they had here in LA, they had the pose right on the Melrose, the big strip where everybody wants their shit to be. And that was like big here because that's a show, LGBTQ show. And people pay for that billboard out the ass. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are somebody and your album is dropping, that's going to be your billboard for the month. But to see that for Pose is like big. But now I ain't seen not shit about it.
Yeah, not much advertising. Yeah,
now everybody's going to have to catch up to it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Pose is out now. You know, come on now, it's not fair. It was like it's going out the window anyway. We ain't got to spend too much money on promotions.
And it's only a little bit of episodes too. Yeah, Tracy still have a problem, so you see her when she comes in. Everything.
Yeah, get it together. Where you at, your ghost? Right
So, yeah, but I said I was gonna talk about it, so I know you didn't see it yet. So, trying to get new snippets here and there, and trying to do everything.
I'll get it together.
Yes. Angel, you know, Angel Poppy's still together. And Poppy, he's working, he's doing his thing. You know, Poppy came a long way. You know, he's on the streets, running this thing, and now he's in a management company, working with the big dogs, and got into the house.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah, got his got the apartment with Angel, and he's making big moves. But the only thing is that Angel, she's kind of upset because she's not getting jobs and everything. But Angel said, "I'll be giving you bookings and stuff like that." It's like when you go there, you gotta nail it. And you might not get jobs all the time, but I hook you up.
And you really? Come on, Tracy, get it together. We waiting for you.
Yeah, so she's bummed out about that. And Lulu's still with them and everything, but now Lulu is on the pipe. She is smoking. Yeah, she's smoking that weed crack. That's what it is. And
weed crack. What is weed crack?
She said it was weed, but she actually smoking that crack. So it's like
only smoke marijuana. Look, this is my challenge right here. This is for marijuana, okay?
Yes.
Weed crack. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Because she said it was weed, and then when Angel took it, like, because she was stressed out, Angel took the thing from her. Lulu took it out of her hand and smoked it herself. And then she said, "What is in there?" She said, "Well, I got it from a girl at this club, at the ballroom scene. She sold it to me. It was good price and everything, and it's crack." She said, "You didn't tell me it's a crack in there." I was like, "Why you gonna tell me? Why you tell me that?" She said, "Well, you snatched some of my hands, so I had to get to tell you that it was crack inside of it."
How you just casually smoking crack in the house? Like I smoke a blunt. I'm just smoking crack, making spaghetti.
And Lulu, like we know she was going to school. She said she got her associates, but I think what she really want to do, I think she said she want to do accounting. She got to get a bachelor's for that. So she said she don't got time, so she back on the pole. I said, oh, Lulu. Yes, Lulu's back on the pole, and now she got Angel hooked on it. So they is both of us smoking it, and
Oh,
oh yes, and and what's making it funny is that they don't think nobody noticed that they are doing it. Like they see the changes, they losing weight and the sweating profusely and they looking rugged and so like that. So
no.
yes, I was like, oh no, don't
How you telling me the whole show, Mizzle? Damn.
yes. Yes, we gotta talk about it. That was a topic today. But it's still not the same when you see yourself. So, because it might be some things I missed that you probably caught on. So, it is sad that they would go down. Lulu will go down that road.
You know why? You know why I'm shocked by that? Because I'll tell you, I'm growing up. It was this dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was Keith. He was a fine ass specimen of a dark skinned man. He was built. You know what I'm saying? He always kept his braids clean. He was always dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't motherfucking ruffian, a thug, but he was a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? He was always motherfucking clean, growing up. I'm in San Diego. Our gay area is called Hillcrest.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk up and down the strip, and they have the clubs like every other gay place. You know what I'm saying? They got the little clubs, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm walking down with my friends, whatever, and I see this guy, and I'm like, I know him, but he's like withered up. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking to like this lanky ass, twink ass white guy or whatever. And you could tell the white guy was gay. And I'm like this, and I got closer, and I was like, I wanted to be like Keith, you know what I'm saying? But like the way he looked, I was like, oh, he on that shit. And he's with this person because a lot of not a lot, a majority of gay men do that party and play stuff. They do drugs with sex and all those extracurricular things. And somehow I like surmise Keith got caught up in that via his drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's with this person. And I was like, oh my God, I just kept it to myself. And when I walked away, I told my friends. And I got emotional because I'm telling you, he was just like that nigga. He was like how could he say you used to be the man, homie? What the fuck happened to you? For real. And it was scary and it was a letdown. But when people do that shit, I don't I don't believe they think in an appropriate mind frame to take care of themselves. They're not aware of the outside and the rotting of the inside. It's that drug that like commands their life.
Mm-hmm. So well, and I want to say, I mean, well, she said she was dating the guy for 6 months. I was saying, how big of the gap between the second season and the third season? Because it's like they continue on their lives and everything, huh?
This is late 80s, early 90s, right?
Yeah, because I think they said this scene they said it was 1994. I think when we first introduced was proposed, it was like the late 80s, like 90s, 80s, something like that, 89, 86, something like that.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years gap. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, because a lot happened. Like, Poppy's working there and stuff. So Lulu and Angel, they thought that she stressed out for working. Ricky, he's still around, and him and Praytel are still together. And I was still like that. But Ricky is not liking that Praytel is self-medicated. He's like drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. And it's stressing everyone out. And because people seeing Praytel is not how he used to. You know how he was so strong and powerful and was that father figure for everyone and stuff. But now he's in hurting. And I guess people, she's finally here. Yes. Yes, Stringo is always playing with you, huh?
I had to go and just get my work computer. I was like, you know what? I'll just do this on my work computer because I don't have time. StreamYard don't like me.
Yeah.
StreamYard don't want to let me be great.
Wait, Tracy, where your pen at? Huh?
Not at all.
Where your pen, Tracy?
Not at all.
Look at my hand. See my hand. Where your pen at, Tracy?
Yeah, the pen power, right?
Taking notes. Taking notes. Taking notes. Oh, and yeah, I do got questions too. I got questions. Mhm.
Suppose, all right.
Mhm.
So Neil didn't see it yet. Even though I said we are gonna talk about it today, so he don't want to be spoiled, but we gotta talk about it. So he still gonna see it. So what I was up to? Yeah, Ricky and Pray Tell. So it's like it's he just going down the wrong, going down that road, and I understand because sometimes when you get shocking news like that, it just turn your whole world upside down. And at that time, when medication was not prevalent, it's not there for everyone. I think at this time it was starting to get around, um, being approved and get treatment and medication, but it's still scarce. And no assurance and stuff like that. Get the pills and also like that. So it's a struggling factor for him. And it is stuff that we see Praytab going down his road. And he just out of it. He's just throwing that stuff back. And everybody was trying to get him to stop, basically. Ricky trying to talk to him, and Blanca trying to talk to him. His friends try to get him to stop. And yes, he decided to retire from MCing. And because they still go to their funerals and they watch people dying on a constant basis, and they go to funeral, and he just announced to his committee that he's not going to MC anymore. And they said, no, we need you or something like that. You've been great in your craft. We don't want to see you go. But he said it's changed. It's not the same anymore. Young people is changing the ballroom scene for the worse, and it's not getting better. And I think it's on top of that, his own internal struggles of his health and drinking. So that's sad. So, Trace, what's your thoughts of I know you probably was listening before you were trying to get in up to that point of Blanca and the beginning scene with the ballroom scene, how it's changing, and the story gap, and Angel Lulu. Some of your thoughts about some of the people so far.
Um, can I be a low key hater first? Not a hater for a second, but can I just say Blanca man look real good though?
Yes, he is a silent.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought it was just me. I was like,
Got dimples and
I was
yes.
like, okay, hey. Um, but I was like, I cried more this episode than I think I've cried at any other season one, like episode one show in such a long time. I was like, why is this ending again? Because this is amazing. But just him and Blanca, like I was just in love.
Mm-hmm.
I was so happy. So for me, I was just like, huh. I feel like this shouldn't have ended because there was like, okay, what happens after ballroom? Like, yeah, I get it. Like the ballroom scene kind of dies down, but there was more that you could do for this. You can't just let us down like this. I
Yeah.
was mad. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm low key salty and halfway a hater
Like
that
give him a
they
love
decided to end
life,
the
give
season.
him a career, like give him like
Yeah,
regular
they could do
people.
some more for the story and for the
Something.
evolution of the changes.
Listen,
Yeah.
they better have a spinoff.
They better. I don't see why not.
Yes.
I was hurt. So I'm not gonna lie, this whole entire season, this whole entire episode, I was like laughing and crying and like I was just emotional, which is shocking because I don't remember the last time that there has been an episode that was just that good. So Sir Neil, I'm gonna need you to catch up.
Yes.
Okay, I will. I'll watch it this evening. No worries. What I was telling Miz is like I would like watching like the pre stuff, like the press of all the actors, because I love that these actors are actually trans, gay, lesbian, and black. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yes.
rare, they're not hiding it, so I like the post and them talking about it and them giving us the little thirsty teasers that we don't see in the trailers and stuff like that and their raw emotions. And like Billy Porter, he's like such a thespian up the ass. He's from Broadway and everything. So when he speaks about his roles, he's like speaking about it like a fat bitch love cake. You know what I'm saying? He's
Uh,
like,
I,
it's
I'm gonna say
wonderful.
this. I normally binge watch Pose. I normally don't watch because I'm like, but I need to wait. I don't like this. Like, so
Yeah, you want to
Mizzle,
see.
just for you, I'm watching it like, each episode. Because normally I just wait to the end and I binge and be like, oh, I like binging stuff. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm gonna have to wait for my husband too to watch it because he gonna cuss me. You watch Pose without me?
yeah, oh yeah, you better watch. You better wait. So we're gonna do a live premiere of Pose. We'll talk about the first episode, and we're gonna do a finale premiere. And so in between the premiere and the finale, I'm doing a recorded review. So starting next week, I will do a recorded review of the Pose until the finale, and then we're gonna talk about live again on that. So we give y'all a chance to watch it, and we want to keep we got this force to watch it. And you just gotta wait till the end until we do it live again. Um, what else I was going through? So yeah, the pray tell thing. So this episode, the first episode, made me sit around. And I guess it's a big thing at that time. You know, OJ Simpson running, and he did whether you believe he killed his wife. Everybody was tuned in to that freaking storyline at that time. So it was like, oh my gosh, it was like a movie time. It said Blanca heard the see on the TV. She said, no, you gotta come to my house. We're gonna have a watch party. Everyone, she called Electra, she called all her
OJ
kids.
watch party? Oh
Yeah,
my
it was
god.
a party and she had. And I think it was not just that, it was a time to get to her family back because all her kids is doing their thing. Damon's
Right.
at the house and Poppy and Angel got their own plays. Poppy's working he's doing a real good job at his marketing job. Ludo's doing her thing. I mean, even though she's smoking, we talk about
Real
that.
mothers feel that way too. You know,
Hmm?
that's the story that a real mother would say, like an empty nester, like
Yeah.
after his house shit left out and shit like that.
Yeah.
Blanca's feeling that right now, like all my kids, so she would have any excuse. Come watch OJ shit with me.
Yeah, just watch the OJ do me. Yes. Just want to say happy we are here again. the gang together again. Yes, Cola. So she got her kids. She got Ponytail, she got Electra, she got Lulu, Angel. Cause when it was funny when Blanca called Angel and she said, "You gotta come to my house." She said, what for?" And everything. We watched the OJ sister, and she said, "Who's OJ? Orange juice?" And it was, she said, "Orange juice, orange juice sister." I was laughing, and Lulu was like, "Girl, whatever. I already got time for that." But they end up going because Blanca's very consistent. She'd be very persistent and persuading for you to come to the house. So I guess they gonna feel bad for not going. And so everybody was there. And Poppy came with pizza. I said, "Oh, Poppy, you got the money? You coming with pizza, and all that stuff like that." And Electra, she always gowned up, ready. She said, "What I have to do? What I have to stop? What I'm doing to come over here?" And when she started the OJ, she said, "What?" And she was ready too. I said, "Oh, Electra, how you turned it so quickly to the OJ?" She was really into it, and everybody was talking. Playtel was drinking, and Blanca was telling Damon, "Go talk to him. Go talk to him. Talk to him." Else like that, and that was short lived because something happened. Lulu Angel came in and he went to smoke with them. So, but he didn't get to smoke with them because he just said, "Oh no, I had enough. I can't, y'all."
I'm so mad they smoking crack though.
Yes, and everything. So, how do you feel that all of them came together in one screen as a family mode? Now, so everyone feel natural things because they all get along with. It came a long way with Electra and Blanca, and now they all supporting each other. So, how do y'all feel about that? It was a nice moment to see that.
Even though I didn't see it, it seems like they established like some growth, and
Mhm.
besides being a house, a little bit of individual, what I'm saying, to each of them, So they got their own individual shit going on between work, becoming crackheads, starting houses. But, and as I talk about it, and as disappointed as I am about thinking about them being on crack, is this was part of the crack pandemic era that they're giving us, the late 80s, 90s.
Mhm.
So in reality, do again what we're talking about. A lot of homosexuals like to, do a majority of homosexuals like to do the P and P, the party and play shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's synonymous almost, with the gay culture, and we have to fight against that for us that don't do motherfucking, you know, chemically laced drugs.
Mhm.
So again, they're just sticking with the facts. They're doing a good job of the times, the era, and how
Time.
it affected, what I'm saying, the people. And as much as that it makes me cringe, but with the flip side, we're seeing a blossoming relationship with the other characters. You know what I'm saying? And they're not on the streets anymore. They're not boosting. They have jobs. So besides all the cons, there's a bunch of pros in it. And I just like the growth. I can't wait to watch it. And I don't want to cry, but I know I'm gonna cry. So that's why I need my husband here with
Yeah.
me.
Some parts of it had me teared up. I said, "Oh my God, stop."
I'm
Dab it. I'm gonna say,
gonna
"All
cry.
right."
I'm gonna cry. I, every season I cried at like shit every sporadic episode because it was so fucking jarring. Everything that happened on there was like shocking. And so of
Mm-hmm.
course I'm gonna cry. Miss Tracy, it's on you, babe.
Yeah.
You know how you feel like sometimes it's like the calm before the storm, like
Yeah.
the oh, it's so great, it's so like it's so nice to see. It's like the family dynamic. It's just so, and then like gut wrench, like
Yes.
Oh yeah, especially with them doing drugs, somebody can overdose. That's so scary. Ah!
Yeah.
to me, it's always just like, okay, we're all going over to see OJ, but what is really gonna happen? Because I know this is what's really about to happen. So I was low key trying to figure out. I think when I watch the show, I don't watch it for entertain. Not that I don't watch it for entertainment, but as I'm watching, I'm like, but what's about to happen? What they gonna do? What's Electra gonna have going on? Like, what's this? Like, and that's my mind the whole time. So when they were going, I was like, oh, we're gonna watch the OJ. I was like, that's really nice. Like that does definitely feel like something that a family would do. Now, what's really about to happen? Because
Yeah,
clearly, that's not what's about to go down.
that shows how good the show is because they keep us on our toes. They keep
Yes.
us
Very
Yes.
true.
explain what's going to happen because we can't read into the we can't read into the script. You know how they have like basic like love stories, somebody breaks up, woman becomes crazy, husband's a killer, blah blah blah. We can predict that shit. But this is a new for itself, you know what I'm saying, with the ballroom gay culture. We some of us insiders know, but the outsiders don't know. So you can't clock it. So it
Yeah.
just keeps you tells you like what's gonna happen next, what's gonna happen next. I'm
Mhm.
just dealing with the crack users. I don't want nobody to overdose because this is the last season, so they're gonna have to kill somebody, and they're gonna have to they always do. CSI, every show you can think of, they kill one of the good characters off, and it's just like fuck.
Yeah. For real. So Dakota asked the question, "What's PNP?" So Dakota, PNP means party and play, and it's a sexual term that means if somebody asks you, "Do you do PNP?" That means do you do drugs while you do sexual activities with that? So as drugs is a part of component. It could be crack, it could be hardcore drugs and playing, and usually people like to do that because it gives them the high and adrenaline to continue
T.I.
to.
is tiny.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Yes, so drugs is a component to it. So yes, that's how it is. People date
Yeah.
drugs or stuff like that. That's
And
what it is.
PNP is not
It's,
exclusive to the gay culture. Strictly
Definitely is not. But
not, no, that's why I say it's a sexual term. It's not like I say it's a gay thing, but I would say it's a term. When somebody asks you straight, gay, whatever, do you PNP? That means do you do drugs while you have sex? And now you know. Somebody asks you that, just say no, I don't do that. Crack is whack. I don't do it.
to all of them. Because they be doing
I'll do none of
cocaine,
that.
they be doing
I'll
crack,
do
they
that.
be doing
And
meth, they
it
be
is
doing pills.
it's so crazy that a lot of young people are into that, and it's mind blowing. Now a lot of people are into that part, PNP, and it's sad. And what you were saying, bro?
No, I was just saying all those drugs, just look out for them.
Mhm.
It's crack, it's meth, it's coke,
Yes.
it's
Yep.
all those things. You know what I
was
Hmm.
you a
mean?
part of the PNP scene? Is that what you know? Because you seem to know all the
Yeah, I do.
lingo,
I do know.
all the
Yep, I do know how.
terms.
Yep, I do because my goddad, who is a gay veteran, told me about it and said who to stay the fuck away from. He told me about it, and he told me how to look at motherfuckers to see what they doing via they nails, via their eyes, they lips, they cheeks and shit, dead ass. Because he's gay and he's raising me as his godson. He put me up on a lot of game. Yes, you sometimes you don't know when people do drugs until you see them do drugs. They will look like a regular person,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh,
you be
yeah.
like,
Okay, I'll
"Oh,
give you that.
you a meth head the whole time?" Like, no, that's
Not
not.
a method. Jeez. I thought you was gonna be like, oh, you do ecstasy, something light. He said a method. Like,
Well, no, that's the prevalence because in this culture, I speak about it because it's a protection thing. You have to protect yourself from those type of people because not only do they do those drugs, they'll steal from you, they'll use you. You know what I'm saying? And they're toxic. And just well, like I said earlier, they're not in their right mind.
Listen, all I'm trying to figure out is what I need to slip Bill Gates now that he about to be single. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Well, sure.
Because my
Bill Gates
vision
say
board
word.
says billionaire, and I think I know how I'm gonna get there.
Somebody about to slide up on his wife too, because that's about to be noise.
Yeah, she about to get
Noise.
something out of this
I
deal.
said I would date Oprah for the right amount of money, so I think Bill Gates' wife could get it for the right cause too. I'm just saying, because that B for billionaire sounds real nice right now.
It
Yeah,
sounds perfect.
sure.
Perfect.
So yeah. So at that same time when everybody was cool by Blanca, she do her little speech and stuff like that. And she wants the gang to even participate and bring back the Evangelista, House of Evangelista to the ballroom scene. And the next one's gonna be the summer solace, what's it called? Summer solace ball, whatever it is. Y'all can correct me. It's a summer ball.
Hmm.
And she wants them back and everything. And they was hesitant at first. She said, "Oh no, we gotta come back." And I was like, "Nah, we don't want to do that." But everybody said, "You know what? Yes, 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 yes."
Bro,
Black Electra said, "Listen, if we don't want that first trophy, we ain't winning that. I'm not doing it anymore. So you better win." Electra, you know how she is. Uh
man,
huh.
we froze.
I froze.
We all are frozen.
Oh, I ain't frozen. You good? I see you.
No, I'm frozen over here, bro.
uh-uh. So you still good?
Let me see on YouTube. Do, 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 do. No, we good.
Yeah, we good. so so she want to be back. So they all say, you know what? Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the ballroom scene. And this time, Pray Tell already retiring, so it had somebody else doing the MC and doing a good job too. So that was that. I think that's the second one. The first one they did a scene and they killed it. Evangelista did a lot of those scenes and they turned it out and everything. Electra came, shut it down like usually, and they all had that little turn into the thing. Vicky was dancing. Damon came in. Angel a face category. Electra came up now. Blanca didn't participate because she stood the sidelines with Pray Tell. They was watching, and they did a good job. And now this was the House of Cons. They's like, oh no, why they back? He was hating them all, saying, well, oh no, we don't like that. We don't want that happening. And they was not liking that they was winning the categories. And that's that. And this was one of the sad things that happened. Kobe, he's in the hospital. And him and Lamar was really good. They were brothers like this. But Lamar was not responding to Blanca's calls. And she was trying to tell him numerous of times, this is happening. Come and visit him. Come and visit him. Come and visit him. But Lamar was in his own little thing, trying to do the House of Cons and trying to stun on people and trying to win this trophy. Was not even paying attention to people who was with him and kind of shutting his brother Kobe out because he said, "Oh, he didn't make the cut. He didn't make this. He can't be in my house like that." But now his brother's in the hospital dying, all that stuff. And this one we find out that Kobe's mother, like when he came out to his mom, she said, "You go die from disease." It's a big fear. She didn't know how to handle things. She don't know what's going on because at that time, like, it was no rule book how to handle kids and stuff like that, and it's pandemic and all that stuff like that. And she was so scared, so she kind of shut her child out. And it's glad that she came back and see her son because she said, "No, I want to see him," because he thinks, "No, my mom's gonna hate me. She don't want to see me like this, like that." But no, she came out. She said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," and everything. And Kobe was like, he didn't want to see his mom at first, but then he said, "You know what? Let's go see it. Let my mom see me." And she was kissing him, being by his side. She said she's so sorry, so apologetic, and yes, he had to go through that. And Blanca, this was gave Blanca the mentality to, you know what? Nurse Judy was telling her, this is your calling. It's not like people had that gift of connecting with the patients and everybody love you. It's like that. So she said, I'm gonna go to school for nursing. And I said, that's what she's gonna do. So that was sad. And fortunately, he passed away. And all of them was there. The family was there supporting him. Electra was there. I was a mother to him, and I helped them out. And I know they just share their stories. And the mom thank Electra and them for taking care of Kobe, and stuff like that. So that was a sad thing because that had me teared up. I was like, oh my gosh, don't do that, y'all. So Lamar came, and they was going back and forth, and they would say, we try to tell you, and you didn't want to come. And he was like, oh, you could have told me it was this serious. And Electra said, know what? They were about to fight in the hospital. She said, no, what? You will battle this on the ballroom scene. We not going to do this. We going to battle it out. Oh, that's what they wanted the categories. Yes, that's what happened. They was going to come back, and they say, we're going to choose that to battle against house to house, and we're going to see who's going to come on top. And this is how we handle our grief. And so Lamar went to the room, and he cracked down, and he balled down.
You know what?
How you feel about that?
We balled out too because I cried.
Yeah.
I showed it. I was like, do this to me. It was terrible. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I
Yeah.
told you, I don't like. This is one of the few shows that I laugh, I cry. It although that is not a part of my life or my lifestyle, it's so relatable, and it's like I can like it makes it so like it's tear jerking. Man, when he went in that room and bawled out, I was like, yep, me too, bruh. Me too. We about to just ball smooth on out. I was so like, it was worse than when Bambi Mama died. It was sad. Like, it was like, you killed Mufasa. How dare you? I was hurt. I was hurt.
You
I
Yeah.
ain't even
killed.
gonna lie. I was hurt. I was like, but why did it have to be episode 1 though? Like, you
Yeah.
couldn't have made that episode like 2 or 3. Like, you just like right. You just
He
gonna
was
come right
into
in and be like, well, bam, heifer. Now, see how you feel? I was like, okay, you ain't had to do me like that episode 1 though.
You know what? My synopsis is that they hit us hard with these things. They've done that from season 1. You know what I'm saying? It's like a good day and then something happened. Like with Electra, with the with hiding the body and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like all those things with everything. Like because I think they're trying to give the viewer that isn't LGBTQ aware the shit that we go through. You know what I'm saying? So we are regular people, but we go through some shits, you know what I'm saying? And that person is totally unaware of it. They have no reference to it. So I think the writers would be like, okay, let me show you something. Like how they gave reference in season 2 of like historical um hood lore of things that happen in the gay community, like the man in the trunk, like people jumping off bridges, you know what I'm saying? The
Hmm?
drug, all those things, they gave reference to them. And so when they give us these things, they be like, they want us at the top of the hill. Like, oh my gosh, should I jump? What's going on? Because it's a good show. That's called good writing. That's called good directing. And it's also called good acting as well. Because you got to pull that shit off. You,
Yeah.
you have to pull all these shits off.
Definitely.
Very true. Cause I would definitely say like I was like, this isn't a part of my ministry. This is not a part of my life, but it is so relatable. And I'm like, why you had to die on me? I was hurt. I ain't even gonna lie. I was hurt. So
Well, to go to said Bill Life said they had differences about equality. Oh, okay. Out of how many years? Now they got differences.
what, 20, 24, 27, something like that? Don't worry, it's long enough for me to get my B with a billion because I'm sure about to make this happen. Let me slide up in your DM real quick.
That's what I'm saying. When can we find
Early.
them?
Early. Early. You like it, I love it.
When can we find them? So they had the battle, and that's why I just told you they won all that categories. And so Blanca want to have an intervention for Pray Tell. It could go real left, or it could be good. And know the Pray Tell, we don't know when the wind go blow with him. And I think it could go so good because I think Playtel starting to see things more. He is having a hard time dealing with that, but I think as his friend Castle, oh yes, doing that freaking ballroom scene when he did that lip sync certain thing, and Castle, his friend, went to hospital. So I was like, I guess he's trying to come around, but we don't know. It still is an eternal battle. So we see that, but I'm jumping
I'm
ahead.
thinking it's gonna go far left before it even start to turn right. So
Yeah.
it's about to go far left before
Yes,
it
it's
even
right
start
though.
to turn right.
Because you know what? The second episode it ended with Black was telling him that we have you do rehab or Electro said rehab,
Hmm.
and my DVR cut off from there. So I said I don't know what happened after that. So I was like, did anything else happen? So I was like, what the hell? And it
Was
was
that
close to
the
the end, so
show?
I don't know what happened after she told him. I guess that was the end episode because usually it cuts off.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you know they leave us on a cliffhanger again. They keep us on the tip of our toes, like what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? And
I
yeah.
that's how
tried to
I'm
make you go to rehab, and I said
Yeah.
no, no,
no,
no.
no,
I was
no.
like, man,
And I
I'm
want to know
telling
that
you,
he
it's crazy.
reacted strongly because if it cut off that derail cut off right there, so I don't know what else was said because I don't know how he react because he said rehab, and I was like, oh my gosh. So she wanted that intervention. They had a counselor like Lisa, and they was in a rooftop barbecuing and stuff like that. Lulu, this is where you could tell that Lulu, she was you could tell the differences because you know how Lulu always put together. Even when she was smoking at the beginning of the episode, she was put together. You didn't even know she was doing it. But that scene, you could tell it was showing hair, face, all that stuff like that. And this were they all say, you know what? We go to Electra said, listen, it's a ballroom scene happening, and if each category is $500, because the person said it's $2,500, and Electra said, what? Electra was like, she was like, hold up, 2,500. Oh, you must be kidding me. She said, well, that's better. No, well, you're gonna do the state thing. She said, that's the better choice right now, because 2,500. Electra was funny. But then she said, you know what? We gonna have this category and we all could win, and I could train y'all. We could get the money up for Playtel and everything. You know, it's even though Electra have her own ways, she came around a lot to
Hmm.
understand the family of values and family thing because block them up on her, so like that, and show love. So it's like that. They all connected or so like that. They call grandma or so like that. I was like, oh my gosh, she grandma for this bit, and she was training them. She was working Ricky to death with his moves and voguing. Got Angel with a nice little dress on, and had not Angel, no, yeah, Angel
Hmm.
had Poppy get hook up with dresses for Angel to wear, stuff like that. And Playtel did the lip singer because Ludo was supposed to do it, and she was supposed to do Tony Braxton, stuff like that. And Electro was looking at Ludo. She said, no, Playtel gonna do it. She said, what? Why? Why? I spent money on my wig. Now, why you can't let me do it? She said, no, do you think I'm stupid? And let's just see it right through. That's what's like they thought that nobody knew. Angel knew, Angel and Electra, a lot of them started knowing the differences in freaking Angel and Lulu. And Poppy came home. He was like, we're not having this in my house. Kind of so what kicked Lulu out, even though I don't think he really, but he was really serious. He was like, come on, no, we're not having this in my house.
Bye.
Yeah.
Get
And
it
she said,
together.
F you, Poppy, F you, Poppy. I said, leave Poppy alone. We
Hmm.
gonna go fight Lulu, right? And he told Angel, listen, I got your back. Cause she was like, nah, see you out there cheating on me. I said, what he doing? He working for you. What you doing? Y'all trying to get married. He got the nice house for y'all. He had Lulu staying with y'all. So it was like, he's really a nice guy. And he turned around and he said, come on, you gotta fight for us. I'm fighting for us, but you gotta fight for us and everything. And she said, I'm not getting gigs. And I thought, he said, that's what it's all about. It's more than that and everything. And let me see. She might want to live in our truth. I want to listen. Save my info for later. All right. All right. And it was that. So Poppy tried to get through Angels. Hopefully she stops. And Electra told Lulu, you will be a seamstress.
Do you think she gonna stop?
I don't know. It's gonna be a while because she got hooked real
Quick,
quickly.
quick.
Quick. And Lulu, I don't know. We'll see because Yeah, we'll see. We'll see the third episode if they stop or not, because it's a battle between those two. Because it's very hard to break the diction when you got hooked to it that quickly, especially a
I,
newbie.
I was like,
Yes, and
that
she'll
is a
get it.
very quick,
Yes.
but I guess that's
There
how
was
it
a
be
lot of
sometimes.
entertainment. We have to think about it within the show. The last season, this season, we estimated about 4 to 5 years
Oh yeah.
It was a
between.
top. Yeah.
So
So now,
it appears. So
so
we got
maybe it wasn't as quick as we thinking, but I don't know.
yeah.
It was quick. Never
Yeah,
mind. It was quick.
say because she wasn't doing it. Lulu
Mhm.
was doing it for a while,
Mhm.
so maybe it was hard for Angel to break it. And maybe
Mhm.
Lulu has been doing it for a while, so it might be hard for both of them to break it now. At this
Mhm.
point. um, so they did the categories. They basically won the categories, and Pray Tell knocked freaking Lamar in his freaking face because he was saying a lot of things. Oh, this is where we find out, and I was kind of upset about that. I don't know, Trey, how you feel about that. Damon, like he came in and Blanca said he just relapsed. And just like that, it was no progression to even know why he relapsed. So like that. So what happened? Because the last time we ended with Damon, he was doing good. He was traveling, all that stuff like that. And he came back. He was so good. He didn't look like he was relapsing to me. Maybe that's that little talk he had with Clay Tell probably made him
Pushed him over.
pushed him over the edge. He said, "Oh my gosh," and he didn't tell nobody he was struggling. So Blanca said he's gone for good. Now people thought he died. No, she said he went with his cousin and stuff like that, and whatever he had. And but one of the writers on Twitter said that no, he didn't die. He just kind of relapsed, and that's what we left off with that.
I'm
So
hoping that it's gonna be one of those cliffhangers that pops back up like episode 4 or 5
mhm.
and gives us the clarity. Because I promise you, I was like, what happened? Like
That's
I
how
was
I said they just throwing it like this. I said, what happened that made him
like,
relax like that?
wait. So I had went and I was like, did I miss something? And then you know how you go back, you grab your remote, you rewind it. Like I think I might have missed the scene, and I was like, did they delete it?
Yeah.
Real confused, but no, it wasn't just you. It was me too. Because I was like,
Who's
maybe
Well,
not.
when you watch it, you're gonna see what we're talking about because it just happened out of nowhere. Because I
Yeah.
didn't where that happened, where that came from. And it was like,
I really thought that they like deleted a scene. Like I missed something. Like that's really what I felt like. So of anything, I would probably say that this episode, I felt like was there a scene deleted out and I missed it, or did I go to the bathroom or something? Like I didn't know what happened. So at least it's not me who isn't the only one that's lost. I appreciate that too because it makes me feel a little better.
yeah. But so far that was polls for episode 1 and 2. Like I said, my DVR cut off when Electra told Pray Tell, "You going to rehab,"
Rehab
and I don't know how he reacted. So maybe that was the end of it, and it cut off.
cliffhanger.
Oh, they cut off like that. Oh, okay. So I ain't miss it because I was so upset. I was like, "Come on, DVR!" I was about to curse it out. Any final thoughts, bro? I know you see it, but any final thoughts?
I'm gonna just wait to see it. That's why I was quiet. It was like, see, I told your ass not to tell me, but I'm gonna go watch it and see it and get the whole
I
feel.
mean, it wasn't full details.
Yeah, because like
I'm going
I synapses though.
Yeah. There was
So,
a couple of good parts that we just skipped over for you. So you okay?
okay, okay,
You
okay.
okay
All right, all
this
right.
time?
Let's go.
yes, yes. So that's how it is. So like that. Because like
You
when I
know,
do
did you
reviews,
just
I
go
try to do the overall
to the
thing.
bottom? You going to say?
So that was cool.
Oh no, you didn't, motherfucker.
So that was good. It was good, y'all. The first two episodes, and it seemed like it would better. It gonna be an uphill battle, emotions to the end because it's only 7 episodes. So 2 down, 5 more to go, and it's gonna be a crash course for us. And I said, why couldn't you 10? Oh, stuck there. Look, cut even with the number out. Why not do 7? So it's like,
I'm telling you right now, if they do not make a spinoff, we gonna petition. We gonna fight. There's gonna be some issues. I'm gonna need y'all to get y'all butts up there and do some work because there is no reason that I should be getting 27,000 episodes of Grey's Anatomy and y'all gonna stop this now. Like, I know y'all lying. Like, there's tons of shows that I'm like, they done been on for 50 years. You can
And
cut
you know
one of
what?
them off.
That's a good point. That's a good point, Tracy, because just like I said, this show, they can spin off into their regular lives, their love lives, give them love stories, give them stories about as individuals amongst the cast. They can do that.
Give me what happened when Ballroom died. Give
Yeah,
me what they did when Ballroom died. And
if they
then
came
once
down
it
with the
started
hospital
to
and did that,
underground pick back up again with like the newer generation, give me what happened, that transition. Like, there is so much more that you could give me than telling me, oh, we ended. If Power got 17,000 spinoffs, I don't understand.
okay, all for killing niggas and selling drugs. Come
Exactly.
on.
Each character got their own spinoff on Power. All of
Yeah,
them got their own spinoffs. Why can't they get their own spinoffs? I don't understand.
nigga,
Like,
I would watch a mini movie of Electra.
me
A,
too. Oh,
a
I
little mini
love
movie of
Electra.
It's something else. Yeah.
Listen, I love Electra. I'm right there with you.
a little cold ass mini movie, you know what I'm saying? Not even like a shit.
Look, give me a little 6 part, 2 hour
In
episode apiece,
in a
six
murder
parts.
mystery,
What?
because you know that bitch is about that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
Come
that too.
on.
But I just need them to get a spinoff. Like, I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones, they spinoff coming. I mean, why
Yeah,
can't this one get a
three of them. They
spinoff?
got three of them coming. Three.
Look at all these things, they're getting like multiple people spinoffs. Why can't we get one?
Don't have a spinoff coming. I ain't. I ain't get. I would try to get into Game of Thrones. One of my friends was trying to get me to it. I watched the first season, and then I just cut off. I just fell off with it. I was like,
You know
I
what?
never watched not one episode.
I just
I
couldn't get
started,
into it.
I started watching it. Then I did my nerd cheat code shit. Went to YouTube and went to all the exciting scenes, the fights, the deaths,
Yeah, just the best scenes. Like,
everything like that. I was done with all seasons within 2 days because I'm not watching all that shit in between. I
Look,
want to see, I want to see the magic. I want to see the dinosaurs. I want to see the cut. I want to see all that shit. I don't
I
want to see all that love
never
one
watched
conversation shit.
any of, yeah, I've never seen any bit of Game of Thrones ever. But people talked about it like it wasn't, anything else. So whatever.
well,
Well,
I
they can
like the
get spinoffs. This show needs it.
well. So we're gonna jump into some of the social media topics. I got 3 topics to talk about tonight. First one is yes, Diddy. I guess he legally changed his name and is on his freaking Florida license. I don't know if y'all see it. Sean Love Combs, so like that. So this was his guy is something else. He is
So is it real?
Yeah,
yeah.
he changed his middle name too. Like, okay.
I would say came through. Let me see. It was a caption under this, right?
You know what? Okay, this is just my opinion. Why does he give me cult leader?
Oh snap!
Why does he? Because because he like.
I decided to change my name again. I'm just not who I am before. I'm something different. So my new name is Love, aka Brother Love. I will not be answering to Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, or any of my other monikers, but Love or Brother Love, okay? It's my birthday.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Go do it. No moving on, y'all. That's what he said, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
You know how? So you know how? Okay, this is a real fact. How a lot of parents, when they get older, they go into the church. They go into their pastoral shit.
Mm-hmm.
After all the wrong they've done,
Yeah,
okay, after all the wrong they've done, they use that. Maybe you could say charisma they may have,
yeah,
the tongue, the silver tongue. They
yeah.
use that to make force. It's good. It's a facade, but it's the same motherfucking snake.
Yes,
Okay, and that's what he's doing. He can say it's love, it's this. No, just because your name is Love. I know about 15 bitches in from my hood in San Diego with the name of Love. Love is a little black girl's name. Okay, you putting it as your middle name is not going to make me feel the derivative of you being a reflection of love. So get the fuck out of here with that. You're not fooling anybody. He's giving me cult leader. He's giving me nasty man. Like he's putting on like he wants to redeem himself because we know who Diddy is. We are past both hands counting. That means past 10 of artists that he's done dirty. So let's keep that in the factoid. A
Yeah.
lot of our faves, okay? And he has bad music dealing, and he has a bad how should I say this? Allegedly, a bad love life. Okay, so to be called Sean Love Combs is less than smart. There you go. I'm gonna say that.
Tracy. You got no words for him. She got no
Oh,
words for
oh, I got words for them. They probably not YouTube appropriate, but I got words for them. I can tell you that. Um, listen, when I tell you, when I seen like his new record label, I was like, oh, he about to start some foolery. He about to start some shenanigans. Cause despite what y'all may believe, every time he has, something else going on, he pulls some different type of PR stunt. He changes his
Yes,
name. He changes what he's known by. He changes his whole look. He reinvents himself. Like this the snake he is shedding his skin. You know,
yeah,
as he does,
he
as he
does.
does. Very reptile esque. But okay. Um, when I say it was like love,
You guys want to know
love,
a fun fact about Neil?
brother love. What?
When I first started modeling, I would say 1999, 2000. They had in Las Vegas, they still do it, but not because of COVID. It's called the Magic Show, and it's just basically a fashion show of the upcoming fashions that are going to come out from
him.
all designers, and it gives retailers the time to purchase, in wholesale what they want for their boutiques and so on and so forth. But the reason I brought that up because I was a fit model for Sean John for 2 summers in a row.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because at the time I was a lot thinner. Now I'm a 34. I used to be like a top 30. So I was a fit model. So in the back they used to I used to have to stand there for hours and they would like pin me with clothes like to put to the other models. That shit paid well. And then the second year I got to walk on the runway wearing the stuff. But yeah, I was a human mannequin for like a whole fucking thing for Sean John. It was fun and I wouldn't pay for anything.
Oh, that's good. Sure. I mean, the clothes back then, the clothes was probably back then. Sure. Sean
Yeah,
John, so he sold that company. So yes, I have to believe the same thing. Like that love thing was crazy. That was like that. It makes sense why he called his new company Love Records because he changed his name and he want to be called Love. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna answer to love. It gotta be love or brother love. I said, who be calling you a grown ass man love? No, not me.
who was that comedian who said what was his name or was it Earthquake or something?
Cedric.
He was like, I'm not gonna call no grown ass man Peaches.
Yeah.
What's your name, Peaches? He's like, no, what's your real name? He's like,
Mm,
I'm not gonna call no grown ass man Peaches. That joke is true because I'm not gonna call no grown ass man Peaches. That's like a pet peeve. That's like a pet name. That's something you call your wife. You know what I'm saying? That's like, Norm
just,
did a guy down there. Her name is Shaniqua, but you call her Peaches. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your pet peeve name. I
uh,
ain't calling no grown man no goddamn Peaches.
yeah, so that was a little snippet of Diddy. I was like, okay. And people say, no, I'm just gonna keep calling him Diddy. He ain't gonna be no love here, love out of here, and you gonna keep
Wait,
calling
how
him.
about we just start calling him Sean? We just look over all the
Yeah, he could be Sean Combs. Somebody said in the club, well, his name was Sean Combs when he was born. That's what I'll keep calling him. I said, I
just
know that's
Look, look.
right.
The name on your driver's license is still Sean Combs. Your middle name is Love. Who
Love.
goes? Oh, okay. I call my son by his full name when I'm mad at him, but that's about it. But
Yeah.
I don't never just go. So okay, we'll call you Sean Love Combs.
no,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is
no,
that it? Cause I damn sure ain't gonna call you brother love, love, or
yeah,
anything close to that. But
no.
I will call you a backstabbing hypocrite, which don't do much for nobody but yourself. But did you see how the people went up and was like, oh, Diddy paid for Black Rob's funeral? Oh no, this was all done by Diddy, produced by Diddy. The whole thing was Diddy. Diddy paid, Diddy did this, Diddy did that. I was like, if this man don't stop it with his coonery,
How much
foolery.
did you get
That's what
paid,
I'm
bruh?
saying.
How much did you get paid for your
That
speech?
was that was that was pure PR at its finest.
Stunt,
Cause you wanted to look good.
Mm.
stunt,
Can't stand him.
stunt. So if we can't call him Sean or Mr. Combs, we just supposed to walk around and be like, "Hey, love." No, that doesn't even sound right.
That's true.
No.
Yeah, so we'll see his journey of what he gonna do with his label and all that like that. But
He gonna cheat that woman out her money, just
yeah,
like everybody else.
one.
I hope she know better at this point. I hope she's not like, dazzled by the stars, because that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Being dazzled by the stars, you know?
Listen, but let's be honest. If you living in the hood, almost anything will be better than where you at. So a lot of times people take it because they don't know no better. So or they don't have any other options. And that's sad but true. That's a lot of times what they end up doing is they get people who um have no other options and they need to, provide for themselves, so you're able to pay them next to nothing because um, Bad Boy was one of my clients at one time before I moved over to a different entity. So I know how much you make, sir, how much you pay people.
That's it.
Here you go.
That's what I say. You can't escape. So though y'all know, a lot of people say marriage. Sometimes a lot of people say marriage is a piece of paper, right? So some people believe that. A lot of people believe that. Some people don't believe that. And one of the people who don't believe that is Tokyo Vanity. And sometimes
Yeah.
people say, "Oh, marriage is a piece of paper," is because it's nothing or stuff like that. And I saw a tweet. I think it was a tweet or Instagram. She said, "Well, if marriage is a piece of paper, then show me your deed. Show me this. Show me that. This is that. If it's marriage is a piece of paper, it's like that. Y'all trying to downplay it or that's like that." So Tokeny, what the hell? Tokyo Vanity share her opinion.
Get it together,
And
man. Who smokes weed? Me or you? Come
see,
on.
whatever. Tokyo Vanity gave her opinion about the thought of marriage and disagreed with it being just a piece of paper. She also says that she wants to be married before having a child. What do y'all think about this? Now, she said, I can't stand that saying if you are broken. I can't stand that saying marriage a piece of paper. If you are broken, say that. If you have never seen a successful marriage, say that. If you don't like committing, say that. If you were raised by a bitter woman who told you men are shit, say that. If your father was a rolling stone and put a negative outlook on women or commitment, say that. If you need counseling but refuse because that white people ish or you scared people are going to think you're crazy, say that. Don't make me feel crazy for still being traditional or wanting to bring my child into the world after a man married me. I get that it don't always go like that, and marriages don't always last forever. But don't try and sort down my dreams with your negativity. Some of y'all act like y'all never had a good day before. It's like y'all have 100% faith in something negative happening and little to no faith or hope in positive outcomes. Maybe things go negative for you so much because you have a negative outlook and energy. What do you agree on? What do y'all think about token vanity? I do agree what she was saying. I understand what she was saying about how people hold values to that truthfully. It's like you can't rain on someone in parade who wants that traditional value of being married and having children after marriage and stuff like that. And and some people do have a negative outlook, like everything is so negative. Marriage is a piece of paper. This is that. I don't like this. It's not gonna work. You can't do this. You know why you need to stop that. I was like, leave her, let her have a dream. If she wants that, it's the dream. And if some people do value marriage, it's more than a piece of paper. It's a communion. It's a reunion, and it's like a companionship. It's a commitment between two people, and it's not just a sign a piece of paper. It's their life thing. It's something they value, bring happiness. So for people to rain down her parade and other people who want to be married is crazy. And if she said, if you got these experiences, say that. Say you not believe in marriage. Say you got a woman who tell you that men are dogs and stuff like that. But don't rain down her parade. If she want to get married to have a child, let her be married to have a child, and that's her choice. So She don't agree that marriage is a piece of paper. So what y'all think about Tokavania? Because I agree with her.
You know what? As you were explaining, now thinking about what she said was very personal. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I think everybody has their right to how they want to walk into marriage or find, their
Mm-hmm.
significant other to have a long time partner with. And she is validated in her values and in her values, period, because they're her moral values. The point is, we're on the fucking internet where these trolls are living by the internet that don't have any values. They're basing it off a reflection of somebody else's goals, how they say relationship goals, fake goals, and things like that. So what she said is valid, but I think that's very personal, And there's a lot of actors, entertainers right now that are actually married that people swoon over, but we don't know that they're married because they choose to protect their spouse from the internet, how they attack. You know how the internet is. They can be scandalous and so judgmental. And her explanation sounds like she was answering the judgmental people, which maybe she shouldn't have, but she's allowed to speak her voice. You know what I'm saying? But I think that whole marriage shit is private. Your own marriage process is private. How about motherfuckers? You have to pay a dowry, to marry somebody in Nigeria and so on and so forth. I don't know if they get on Instagram and be like, I just paid 50,000 for my wife. Her parents approved. I don't know if that happened, but like Americans, that a lot of women don't get mad at me, guys. He got to make this amount of money. He can't have no kids. He got to drive this. He got to drive that. And men do the same thing. She got to have a big booty. She got to be this small. She got to have, And men have the most shallow desires, and women have the most high desires. So sometimes it has to meld together, and that goes for the gays too. These desires that we have and none of them are going to lead to marriage because you're looking for like tertiary things. You're not looking for marriage, and she was right. Um, shit. And people get married just they don't love. They get married for money. They get married for stupid.
Opinions, yeah.
They get married for passports and immigration status. So marriage is like kerflumped right now. Um, so I don't know. And some people don't want to get married at all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's their right. They can stay together forever and confidently know they're staying together.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can do that. But to know confidently that it's just, I don't know. I don't, well, shit. For me, for example, when I first met my partner, we sat down and we spoke about it. We went through the preliminaries. We're going to slow down because we was liking each other too much. You know what happened when you like somebody too much? Nigga, you met him 1 week, 3 weeks later, you're moving in together. 3 months later, you broke up. 6 months later, you're back together, and this and that. We was like, no, no, let's slow down. Because we were at an age, we were like, okay, we need to notice this. You know what I'm saying? And take it slow. What is your end goal? And we both had the end goal, and we were clear on that. And that's a conversation that's hard for people to have, especially. And one thing, women are going to be the first to initiate that conversation. What's your end goal? If a woman ever asks a man, "What's your end goal in a relationship?" He'll probably feel intimidated. He'll probably he'll probably just pay the check right there and walk away. I
um,
bet you. Will. But as men, we dialect. We you know what I'm saying. We spoke about that, and I think that was the saving grace. And I hope that is always our saving grace. Is the point to talk about it as men, eye to eye. You know what I'm saying. We're lovers. You know what I'm saying. We're partners. That's my husband. You know what I'm saying. But and that shit is hard. I'm a nigga. Husbands are stupid as fuck, and I'm a husband, but I ain't that stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's hard. So,
yeah, it's not easy.
yeah.
Tracy.
Okay, so do I agree with this statement that marriage is more than just a piece of paper? Yes, I do. That is perfect logical sense. If nobody believes it, then date someone for 20 years, let them have a nice pension sitting around there, and then they die and you get nothing. You know why? Because y'all not married. That little piece of paper means a whole lot in the eyes of the court system.
Mm-hmm.
It just does. You're not entitled to their 401k just because y'all been dating for 20 years. That doesn't give you any entitlement or any rights at all whatsoever. So when someone says marriage is just a piece of paper, um, I my first response is, well, what makes you think that? Like, because technically everything is just a piece of paper. I mean, money is just a piece of paper. I mean,
It has
technically,
value.
it's
Yeah.
just a piece of paper. The value that it has depends on, what you say it has. But
Mm-hmm.
everything is purely just a piece of paper. Um, but I do think that in the day and age that the side chick is the way to go, thotting is the way to go,
That and
selling
five.
yourself on IG, on Instagram and on OnlyFans is the way to go. I can understand the mentality that a lot of them have that, oh, it's just a piece of paper, it don't matter, because they don't think of what actually comes with that piece of paper. They don't think about that. Like, you've been with this person 20 years and they get sick, they can't make decisions for themselves. You want to make decisions for them, but they got their hating mama who can't stand you, so they choose everything against what you would want
I
just
Mm-hmm.
rebuke it.
because the
Rebuke
mama
it.
don't like you.
I rebuke it. I rebuke it.
There's just unfortunately some things that you can't control, and I just think when it comes to the mentality of the younger generation now, they don't hold the same values and weight on things that people would traditionally do, and it's getting a little annoying when people say like, oh, you're so traditional, that's so old school. Like, having values is old school, having morals is a problem. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Like
Wait,
what?
but Tracy, we got wait.
Since
I
that ain't.
was telling my partner that we can't even put our mind around that. So we have to let it go and be like, okay, they think like that, we know better. You know what I'm saying? Like if
See,
you got
no, I can't think like that. You know why I can't think like that? Because one day I'm gonna die and my child has to live in a world with fools like that. I can't just be like, oh, that's okay. I'm gonna need y'all to do better. Like, my lineage is gonna go on after I'm gone. Like, yeah, I know better, but what does that say for,
I
my
don't
kid
know.
or my future grandkids? I
I
mean,
don't
what do they have to live up to if
know.
you got
And you know,
everybody who feels like, oh,
and
okay.
no, that's my point. I want to when I turn 40, I want to become a foster parent, and then come if I was blessed, to adopt. You know what I'm saying? I think
Mhm.
that's a young enough age, more responsible, mentally, financially, and so on and so forth. Blah. But the world that we in got me double thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to bring up a child in this world that we're in. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I grew up playing outside. I had tree houses. I had pools. I had adventure time. You know what I'm saying? Outside. I got scars from bikes. You know what I'm saying? And and a lot of kids don't have that experience. Like a large majority of kids don't have that experience anymore. And but I know it would be up to me to facilitate that for my child, but I would have to keep my child in like a safe bubble at all times between school, play, friends, and everything. I would have to monitor everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would.
Marriage is just a piece of paper. And I was like, and selling puss is just a profession. I guess it's
No,
all the same. I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the oldest profession. It was in the Bible. I mean, it's the oldest profession known to man. I guess if that's what we're going by here. I mean, we just gonna, oh, okay, we gonna set the bar in hell and just leave our standards there. Okay, well, I guess whatever floats your boat. I mean, okay, but okay, girl. So I 100% agree with Tokyo. I think it's one of those things that it's hypocritical for you to tell someone what their beliefs are is right or wrong,
Yeah.
but you want me to agree with your beliefs, but you're telling me that mine are wrong. I'm gonna need you to have several seats,
Yeah.
several,
And people
several.
it's trying to force their opinions on people lives like it's no tomorrow, like trying to tell you how you should live your life. And I was like, what is going on? It's like
It's the internet. It's the internet. It's the internet.
mhm.
No, cause I got into to a whole argument at Target and was about to jump on one of them alphabet people right at Target. Show us. I was like, I don't know who you think I am. I got hands. Man, woman, or otherwise, I really don't care. I will clean this lamp off this shit. Off this shelf and bust you right upside face with it. Don't play with me. Like I am not the one. But nope. I've even had that where it was like, you need to respect me. I don't need to do a damn thing. I don't need to do anything. You need to respect yourself, which means get up out my face.
Back back.
Get up out my
Back
face.
That's how
You see them social distancing circles?
back
I
back.
suggest you get on one and
Follow
get up
that.
out my face. Cause you ain't about to tell me what I need to do. Like, no, I don't. But
No,
I'll tell you this. And it was like,
sorry.
oh, you think you know everything because you're cisgendered. I was like, excuse me?
there.
Ah, that's,
Excuse me?
oh
It's
my
like you're
god.
cisgendered. I was like, no, God gave me ovaries and a uterus, so I'm a woman. You can identify however you choose to. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But
What's up with all these titles? What
I'm
the fuck
don't
is this
retitle me to make you feel good.
confusing?
Absolutely not. You gonna
Confusing.
regender me to make you feel good? Absolutely not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. God gave me uterus, ovaries, and a period.
Oh my
We are
god.
not the same. Like we are not the same. And despite how you feel, we will never be. But okay. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I completely agree that people are now taking what they feel and putting it on other people and then trying to shame them for their feelings, which is a total contradiction because you want me to be okay with how you feel about your life.
Yeah, but I
Like,
can't
And
be
it's
okay.
completely selfish on their part because you
Yeah.
think how I think, think how I feel, how I feel. No, bitch, you trying to control somebody else's feelings,
like if
emotions.
that's the case, then you think how I think, feel how I feel.
That's what I'm
Just
saying. Step in my miles in my shoes to see how it is. It's like, come on now.
exactly.
Like that. So to go to say
That's
almost
all.
everyone wants that
That shit,
one person that
why that
wants
shit is so
you.
confusing. It's so confusing.
Mhm.
So
As much
confusing.
as you want them to be with them, I just want someone who will never betray me.
Oh, girl, you only want one? Listen, I'm trying to get Bill Gates and his ex-wife. Okay, I need 2 billion.
Tracy trying to have a Tyler Perry movie about betrayal.
Listen, look,
Plus,
I just listen. I need 2 billion. Okay, I need a billion with a B, and if I can get two of them, then I'm gonna make it happen. I'm just saying. I
yeah.
I could do some billion. Let me tell you right now, you and your husband will have to have an agreement for a billion. Like you'll be like, babe, we'll figure this out. Like we will work this out for a billion. Like you know what I would do with $1 billion? A billion with a B?
That's what I'm saying. I,
Probably not, because y'all would never see me again.
I,
So
I,
You
I
ain't
ain't
right. You ain't
Tracy.
right.
Where
You
she
can't
at?
slide it. You can't slide a nigga a million. You can't slide us a million.
Mm,
Come on.
listen,
Not even 100,000.
I was
fans make a dance.
Come on. Okay. Holla.
like,
Here.
all right. So the last thing we're gonna talk about, and then we're gonna talk about what we want to talk
Oh
about
God.
afterwards, and we're gonna just cheat kiki until we stop. And Shekinah said she and Tiny Harris are no longer friends and amid sex assault allegations. And I ain't gonna play it because it is very long. It's like a long. I think she was on Beagle or something like that, and she was talking and talking and talking and talking and talking, and a couple of things she was saying that she was making money. She might nobody made her whatever. Nobody do me any honors, just like that. I put escape on. I ain't put escape on. I make them reconnect again. Me and Tiny was cool friends. It was all that stuff like that, and all my friends I had before Tiny, they all gravitated towards Tiny and everything, and they all try and betray me. And she was said a lot, and I don't know. I can't dismiss her feelings, but then I was like, "What is your end game, Shekinah?" It's like that because when this came out, you was maybe the first one to be vocalizing. And whether your feelings are valid, whether you may be telling the truth, you was very vocal, and that people just turn on you. So you probably didn't get the reaction that you thought you was gonna get from everyone because people was like, "Oh, we like Tiny and Ti more. We like Shekinah. Who is Shekinah?" and stuff like that. So we go target you and attack you, and maybe she might feel type of way. Maybe she was shunned out or something like that. But the fact that she kept talking, it made people feel like, okay, girl, you were doing way too much. And now that you put yourself into the situation, now you go get legal um, suing. You go get sued as well because you talked about it in the panel before that they suing Shekinah as well because her involvement or whatever her involvement was in it. And just because she was talking, that's why they suing her because she was talking too much and she was giving information out. And now she said her Tiny and friends, I'm playing the best. We not cool anymore. It is what it is. To try to play me and stuff. And I was there when it's basically she was kind of saying things that she kind of confirmed that was happening. But now she said we're not friends anymore, so it is what it is. Wishing the best. You good luck to your power. Good luck with everything going in your life, and that's that. So if y'all want, I could share the link and put it on the chat and share your stuff. It was a long one, so that's why I ain't going to try to play everything because it
I
would
hope
stay.
you know that. Besides, she kind of always griping because she be on Instagram with everybody. She with the wheelchair guy, with the transgender person, with Hallelujah, I'm saved, I'm not gay no more, dude. She be with like everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so she was always like the sidekick on via Tiny. So she was the Robin of, I guess you could say, Tiny Batman, but she's not a Batman. But just give it a, never mind. But she was always the sidekick, and she's played that on every show that she's been on. Just
Mm-hmm.
like I hope she got some money because her and Tiny had their own reality show at one time that lasted at least 3 seasons. So I hope she got some money off that because she's just you get. I hope you get no tips off that shit. I hope you got a full motherfucking check. Okay? I hope you just wasn't doing it to be attached to someone's name. I hope you're doing it to make your own brand. I know she is a successful businesswoman, but she needs to step the fuck back off internet trying to be in everybody's business because that's what she is. She is and does. She is a busybody. And she's always busy in someone else's business all the goddamn time.
Mm-hmm.
But is she successful though?
I would say you well to run a hair salon, you know what I'm saying? A hair that I would say that's a success, entrepreneur, you know.
The same girl who said she was getting paid $150 to do a dye job, a weave, a quick weave, a
That's why
sew in.
I know, but
That was paid 100. That was getting paid $150 to do box
but remember
braids.
they had
You
their
mean
whole
her?
show. I hope
You
she
mean
know
her?
what I'm saying. That's why I brought up like the differences in between. Her and Tiny have their own reality show. I hope she got more than tips for that reality show. That's what I was saying.
They talk about tips
I
and
hope
money or
she
stuff like
got
that.
she got a real check for that reality
Listen,
show.
she said she was working on set and made $150 a day working on set to
Yeah,
do
she did.
hair, to do multiple people's hair. Multiple people. I was like, oh, I know she lying. But then again, she was like, oh, she ain't had no license when they first started. And I was like, oh, so you was really scamming the government. Like, no license at all. I wouldn't even tell nobody that. But okay, girl. Um, but okay. But I said very, very.
That's that
Somebody
busy
needs to
lifestyle.
snatch her phone.
Yes,
Somebody needs to take her phone. They need to, like. I need them to do her like they do little kids. I'm gonna take your phone and I'm gonna put a child lock on it. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing but watch videos. You ain't gonna be able to comment. You ain't gonna be able to like. You ain't gonna be able to do a doggone thing
shit.
because all she's doing is hurting herself.
She is.
Forget them. She's hurting herself. So if you are a businesswoman and this is your brand to do hair, why is everything that I see about you trending about Ti and Tiny?
Drama.
Everything I see about you is the
Drama.
mess, is the foolishness. Tell me
Yes.
what was the last good hairstyle she kind of did on anybody.
I don't know.
I'll wait.
I don't know.
What was the last good hairstyle she did? I'll wait because I haven't seen not a one because Tiny be looking crazy. But okay, whatever you say, she be looking crazy. Um, So again, I'm trying to understand, but when I read through, because I was reading through one of the comments, and it was like she started going off like this on Bigo because Tiny blocked her on Instagram. I was like, whoa, you doing all of this because you got blocked on IG? So you went to another social media platform to come and air out your grievances?
Yeah, that's what
What?
I'm saying.
Like, so you went on here, and that live was like long, right? It was like
Yeah,
an
it
hour. It
was
was
a long
long.
walk.
They older than us too. They older than us. Going through this shit. Come on now.
Look here.
So I forgot to read this intro the Hollywood Unlocked put. They said amid T.I. and Tiny Harris ongoing sex assault case, Tiny's best friend Shekinah took to social media to reveal that the two long-term besties are no longer friends. Shekinah, who's very vocal on social media and often takes to her Instagram live to rant about this and that, has on many occasions tried to defend her former dear friend and her husband against many women alleging sexual abuse, rape, and drugging. However, doing her defending at times, she leaves her friends out of to dry by being too vocal. That's what we're always saying, that she can't shut her mouth sometimes. In her latest Instagram live rant, Shekinah claims she's denouncing her friendship with Tiny after the escape songstress failed to recognize her attempts to defend her and her rapper hubby. Shekinah said the love and support was never reciprocated. Therefore, the two can no longer be friends, best buds, because that's not what friends treat each other. Thoughts. And that's what it was. That's how it ended.
She
It,
talked too much.
yes.
She talks too damn much. Cause you know what's crazy? When the girl first came out to say, "Oh, like this happened between me and Ti and me and Tiny, and he pulled the gun on me and blah 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 blah." When that first happened, Shekinah was the first person to come out to say something, and she literally said like, "Oh, y'all was doing this, y'all was doing that, you was a part of it." Da 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 da. She opened the door, regardless of what people may say about what was that girl name?
Sabrina?
Sabrina, yeah. Regardless of what people say about Sabrina, Sabrina only said he pulled a gun out on me in front of my kid, and this is that and the third, and he was cheating on Tiny.
That's
That was
what,
all she said. She didn't say nothing else, nothing crazy.
that's what Shekinah was
Shekinah
talking
opened the
about.
door and said, "Oh, y'all was doing this and doing that and doing this and doing
Now
that and all in the bedroom and blah 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 blah." Then the
That's what
floodgates
Shekinah was
open.
talking about. So when in her rant, when she was started crying, she was like, "You were
Yeah,
sitting
they
right in
cried.
front of me, and you were telling me what to say." Talking about Tiny was on the other side of the camera, coaching her on what to say in her rant. So that's why she was going off like that, because she was saying you were sitting right there telling me what to say, and I was defending you, and you let these people come and drag me. Those were her words verbatim.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Again. So let's try this one more time. Now, am I saying that um I believe what she's saying? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because it would make no sense for that's like that's like I'm telling you to tell the people online that I'm a sexual predator. Go tell them that to defend me. Why would I tell you? Why would I tell you to say that online? Now, mind you, do I think that Tiny was there and told her to say some things to try and defend her? Yes, I do think that she told her, but I don't think she told her exactly what she said. That's what came out of her mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think she put her own spin on it, added her own 2 cents. I
Yeah.
think she had told her
I'm not
just
that ignorant. I'm not that ignorant. I know, but I know
no, not at all.
shit. And they're playing the fences. There you go. And they're trying
Oh,
to save face. And all it is, once it's in court, they're just putting them, they're incriminating themselves.
Yeah, it's on internet, so they could get this. That's almost like
no, look. Isn't that what a co-defendant isn't that what, like, if you shoot somebody and the person who drives the getaway car, they just as guilty, right? So
Yeah, they are code.
you a code. So if you ask me, shoot, I don't know why y'all unfollowing each other or
Yeah.
being mad at each other. Y'all about to go down for the same crimes.
Exactly. And look, the case ain't even started, and the codeines already done jumped
It
ship.
ain't still going to
They already done left. We ain't even got a press charge or a questioning of Ti nor Tiny. Okay, they're waiting it. I believe that those charges have a ring of truth to them, and that's just my opinion.
It had to be something in between because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it had to be in some way, shape, or form.
Look, I definitely agree that
Yeah,
there is some truth to what they said. I absolutely agree with you. Some
yeah.
truth. Do I believe all of it 100%? No. But do
Okay.
but there's
You
where there's smoke, there's
yeah,
fire. There is enough to me to be
it's
like,
something.
y'all
Yeah.
did something. Y'all was doing something. Now, but this is what I told my sister. If and my sister was like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. If if I give you drugs to take, right? And even though you agree to what we're doing, if I gave you the drugs, the act is now illegal because it's an illegal substance that I gave you, regardless of whether you agreed to it or not. Once
Right.
I gave you that illegal substance, the it now is an illegal act, regardless if you consented to it or not, because you're now you're now unable to consent. I was like, oh, so yeah, regardless of what that is, I guess they're going down, down. Completely down. Okay. So it's like even for people who like knew what they was doing, acknowledged it, didn't they was like, nah, that's just what we do. Like the PNP. They was good with it. They was good with it. Even them technically is wrong. So I mean, I definitely agree. I think that they about to go down. R. Kelly just got hit with some new charges today too.
I heard
So
about
I guess so I guess they all just letting their cases they charges stack up. I guess.
Oh, this is okay. When you brought up the PMP again, this is why another reason why I'm versed in it. Here in Los Angeles, there was a senator in Hollywood
mm,
who was soliciting young black men off of dating apps, taking them to his apartment in Hollywood and drugging them by their admission or without their admission. So if they were down to do the PMP, they were down. But if they weren't, he would drug them. Once he would get them in a state, he would film them. He was like into masochism and shit or whatever. He's had two dead bodies in front of his porch. You can look up the news situations. He's a full senator here in California. Okay. And not until the third one did they actually arrest him. And he was synonymous on Adam for Adam, Tinder, everything that you could think of. And was a whole fucking sexual predator. Completely gross. A senator. Wouldn't even think he was. Old white man. And he was drugging them. Or they were taking it by their own choice.
oh my gosh. It's I don't like stuff
Oh.
like that. I hate stuff like that. I was like, if what's the point of you drugging someone? It's like to me, you got to drug someone to that have sexual act with them. It's like it's a bunch of people out here who will say yes to have sex with you, no matter who you are. If somebody, three people in front of me, one might think I'm ugly, say no. This might say, yeah, I'll do it. And it's like that. Do you have to really have to drug the person who say no to you just to get something? Like, I don't understand that. And it's like, it's the power, it's the control, it's the thing. It's like to get something, it's like, are you lacking that you have to do that? I don't like when people need to do that. I say, well, what's the point?
Okay. How can I say this appropriately? When my sister told me that, drugging someone, even if they agree to it, is wrong and it's not a problem,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that. I felt like if we are two consenting adults and we both agree that we gonna get high and do what we do, then to me, I was like, there's nothing wrong with that because we're both two consenting adults. We both agree that that's what we gonna do, and that's cool, fine, whatever. Um, I, um, I'm not a big drug user. Like I don't do drugs. I drink though. Like like there's liquor like all around me at all times. I drink like Sir Neil Smoke. We'll put it
Ah.
like that. Like I drink like Sir Neil Smoke. So have I had drunk sex? Yeah, absolutely. Like, but I've also had like my stomach pumped because I've been so drunk. So in those times, like, would the person that's up with then they'll be wrong. Like I would feel bad because it was like, but I knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? So sometimes I do feel like it is a bit of a sticky situation because
You know what? It's like I'm kind of like blind to like the topic because remember, there's levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about alcohol. We're talking about marijuana. Okay,
Mm.
you know, you had to have your stomach pumped via alcohol. I've passed out from having edible. You know what I'm saying? Scared the shit out of me. Okay, and that's those are the extent
yeah.
of those choices. You know of
Mhm.
substance. You know substance, but all
Yeah.
those other things can actually lead to overdose. Okay, dangerous levels. And you have to have a choice to be like, yeah, okay, you got a line, let me do that coke. You know what I'm saying? Or what's one of from a bump, like from the movies. You got a bump, you know, and they all go, you know, like from the movies, you know. Don't leave me hanging. You know what I'm
Okay.
talking
All right. So here's my question. Right. So I don't smoke. Right. I tried hookah once and damn near died, and everybody laughed because I almost died. So they all thought it was hilarious. I don't smoke. Um. So if I was like, you know what, let's get high together and do it, and then I got high and was like hallucinating out my mind. Does that then make you wrong? Because I agreed to it. I said, "Yay, let's go, let's do it." Like, yeah, I didn't know what the extent was gonna happen after. But am I now wrong? Like, are you now wrong? Is that
about.
now bad?
It's not gonna put you in danger. You're not gonna become a serial killer or
But
go
you
run
never
around.
know, though. You never know, because if you give me too much brown liquor, I probably will end up in jail. So you never know. You just never know. Like you just never know. Like you never know what's
That's
gonna
a whole
happen.
different situation. And
I
I'm
don't know. Like, what if I look? But what if I start hallucinating, and then I'm starting to see crazy stuff come out of my walls, and then I shoot it, and then therefore, then I kill a toddler or something. You never know.
Oh
Like
my
and how
God.
do you
things
explain it? How do
happen.
you explain that? Tracy shot a toddler because she smoked some granddaddy perk.
Cause I got a pistol permit, so I mean, it was weird and it was moving and it scared me. I don't know.
Oh my
I don't
geez.
know, but I'm just saying. Like sometimes I wonder, like, yes, let me say this. If you unknowingly and unwillingly are given a substance to sleep with someone, it is 100% wrong. I never want anybody to think that I am okay with, slipping somebody something and going at it. But then again,
Oh
Bill
no.
Gates, never mind. You might be a little different. But
I
hey,
told this story on Auntie Momo show when I first moved to LA, was working in my first fashion consultant job,
You,
went out with
you told
she
us that.
people. Yeah. And one of the coworkers called herself trying to hook me up with the guy. And I was like, no, I wasn't rude, I was still cordial, whatever. Went to the bathroom in the middle of us eating at the sushi place, whatever. Came back and the lady that I didn't even know who was sitting like 2 seats away from me came up and was like, don't drink your drink because I saw him put something in your drink. So with me being cordial and like giving him a nice no, he thought that he was going to be able to slip me a Mickey and then take advantage of me.
Mm. And see, that's the thing I don't like.
yeah, that's wrong. Like that is 100% wrong. But stop. But if you was Bill Gates, you might have had to catch that roofie though. I'm just saying. If you was my boy Bill, you might have just catch that roofie though.
No.
Just saying. Just saying. I think I learned a little bit from Cardi B. I think I could figure this out. I'd be alright.
One way or another. One way or another.
Well,
One
because it
way or
was
another.
like that.
One way or another.
You're gonna say only if they do something that you did consent to, don't change the plan. Yeah, like I said, if you decide to take a drink for the person, you think you taking a drink. Like say if I say I want a soda, give it a Sprite. All right, I consent to get a Sprite. Not knowing that you will put something in there. Then
Mhm.
I consent to you putting a roof in my drink and stuff like that, stuff like that. So I think that was the thing that people say, okay, give me a drink. But I ain't say give me a drink and put something in there to drug me out so I can be passed out. And that is like that's a different thing. So yes, if you had a different plans, don't change it. So it's just sad. That's what sometimes like iffy. Sometimes iffy when people pour my own drink when I go to parties and stuff like that. I get my own drink. I usually drink before I go to the party, and I just dance if they got good music, and I will drink.
Right. I'll make
Or
my
I pour my
own.
own drink because I said, nah, I'm
If
not.
it's not my husband or my best friend making my drinks, I'm not taking it to nobody. It's not for myself because I don't play that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
I've known people that have gotten drugged by their haters in their drinks. Put spike in their drinks to fuck them up, spiking their motherfucking joints, giving them Sherman shit just to fuck up their whole life. And that's a way of combat on these California streets. Motherfuckers will spike your whole blunt with some motherfucking hair on. Next thing you know, you done and broke because you ain't ever smoked weed nor hair on, and it's that bunk shit done fucked you up.
Listen, I carry my own vodka at all times. I mean, I got a bottle in my trunk.
That's what I'm
I ain't got no spare tire. I don't, because I got AAA. But I got some liquor, I got some snacks, and a blanket, because they
saying.
take forever to get there. I don't need no spare tire. A spare tire is useless to me.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm just saying. So, I completely agree. And I think it does become one of those where you toe the line, and that's why I say I believe it for some of the people when it comes to them. I don't believe it with all the others, because I think some people just was like, yeah, let's get high and have a good time, like we just gonna do whatever. And I think I also feel that way because it's Atlanta, which I
It's
know
like,
it's stereotyping and it's wrong, but I feel like in Atlanta, people have far lower inhibitions and are just like, yay. Just like, I guess in my mind, anybody who says I'm moving to Hollywood thinks that they want to be a movie star. Like, yeah, I know there's other parts of California, right? But if
yeah,
someone tells me I'm moving to Hollywood, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, you just want to be in the entertainment
Yeah,
industry.
probably
Because what
yeah.
else would you go to Hollywood for? Like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, I want to go to Sonoma because I like wine.
yeah.
But if they say Hollywood, I'm like, you want to be a movie star, So I think when it comes to like people like, oh, I'm going to Atlanta. When I think of Atlanta, I think of people are just more
Okay,
free.
Tracy. Sonoma, if you picture Sonoma, however you see it, it's just like Sonoma. You go to Hollywood and you would picture it, what they show you, it's not like that. It's not.
Yeah,
Sonoma
but
is
people
just
don't
like
know.
Sonoma.
Yeah, but people don't know. Look, I know what Sonoma look like because I like wine. So
Yeah, it's
all
beautiful.
I need is uh wine as far as I can see. That's all I need. I'm happy. But
Yeah.
I think especially if you're in New York, if you're in another state, and people like, I'm moving to Hollywood. The stereotypical first thought in your mind is,
Like
oh, you
lights.
yeah, lights, camera, action. You trying to be,
Hollywood,
on TV. You
Hollywood
trying to
is
be an
ghetto
actor
as
or
fuck.
actress,
What are you
whatever.
talking about? It's
You
so
know.
fucking ghetto. What do you
Listen, I
mean?
understand. I completely understand. So, I mean, I completely understand. Most cities are not like what people make them out to be. If you
Nah,
live there, you live there, and you're like, this
Oh
is what you're
yeah,
all excited
that's what I'm
about, like
saying.
this. But okay, girl, knock yourself out.
yeah, you
But
got
I think that's why I also have that little bit of a not double standard, but my bar is lowered when it comes to them in Atlanta, especially because they said like this has been going on for years. All the strippers knew about it. Everybody who hung out with them knew about it. It was that, secret that wasn't really a secret. So it was like, oh, okay, like everybody know, like, oh, yeah, such and such a crackhead, like, but they're a highly functioning crackhead, but they're a crackhead nonetheless. Like, you know what I mean? But you don't talk about it, but you kind of know it. So,
those are the scary people I was talking about earlier, the ones that you don't know that are on crack or on drugs.
yeah, like, so to me, I was like, oh, well, it's a little different because
That
if it's
shit is
a unspoken rule, it's a secret, but not really a secret. It's like some of them probably went because they really wanted to go, like. Then
Yes.
others went because they didn't know what they was getting themselves into.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah,
either way, she
yeah.
kind of need to shut up.
Yeah, she got she
A
gotta
long
stop
time
talking
ago.
because she just dug herself deeper and deeper and deeper,
Yeah.
and I just don't know how anybody can help her if she don't stop talking. Just leave her alone. So like that. And I had one little thing, but I had no clips of it. It's like that. But I don't know if y'all heard about. Medizi and Yandy, they had that couple retreat, that little clip that was showing up there. And everybody talking about this wonderful scene that Yandy asked Mendeezy, "What if the roles were reversed and I was in jail for years? Would you do the same thing for me like I have done for you?" And he said, I'm not sure. I don't know. And I don't know what the future will. I don't know if I can handle that. So like that. So Yandy thought automatically that he will say, you know what, yeah, I love my wife. He's gonna do this like that. It's gonna be good, everything. And that probably be one of my topics in the future, probably the ride or die mentality, holding you down. How much will you hold someone down? And what is your limits and stuff like that? So that will probably be a topic I'll add on later on. Because that right there made me know. I said, okay, Yandy automatically thought that he was gonna do that. And she spent a lot of years waiting for him.
I would automatically second
Yeah.
guess the whole relationship.
And he
I would
said, I
ask
don't
you
know.
questions.
So how do y'all feel about what he said? Because now he
Yeah,
tried to
Tracy,
cover it up
yeah,
and saying that, oh no, I ain't meant it that way. So how you feel? I was like, listen, when I said that, I said most men like the female who hold them down, but the roles reversed, they won't do that same thing. Because most of them, they can't stand around like that. Yeah, Papoose is the rare exception to the rule because he's mainly, but a lot of men compared to that 1%,
but the
that
majority of people
1%.
told Andy that she was stupid for holding him down, and he probably thinks that yeah, you were stupid for holding me down. You should have ran off and did what you had to do.
Yeah. Yep. Basically. So I was like, so he was like upset with Mendeezy. So like, I was like, I don't know why, because as generalized, most men don't stick around and hold you a female down. And I think Remy said when I think an interview or something like that, she said in the prison system, the visitation for women for their spouses is empty. But the visitation for the men for their spouses is packed. Family, the women, stuff like that, because they do the things for their man. They go visit them. But when it comes to rose, the women don't get that much support. It's like basically empty. You won't get a crowded room of people visiting the women.
Right.
So that's a reality. So when he said that, it hurt her. She cried and stuff like that. And people say, "Oh my God, how you do that?" So, but are you really surprised that he said that?
Yeah, I'm surprised. Tracy act like it's okay, huh? You think it's okay, Tracy? Huh? Hey, we did.
Okay. So let
I'm
me
gonna tell you that if I did this and you got to do the same thing for me,
come back.
we fighting in this city.
When you see her face, you see her eyebrows. You think it's okay, Tracy?
Listen. Okay. So I for me personally, I was like, listen, I didn't pass the pen pal assignment in the third grade because I ain't that dedicated. So
Yeah, I remember that thing.
the likelihood of me passing that type of challenge probably slim to none, unless you went to prison for like protecting me or like our kid or something. Then I could probably, possibly,
Stick around.
might think about it. Not do it, but think about it.
Think about it.
And it depends on how much time you got too, because there's factors to this, and then it turns into, okay, well, if this happens, does this mean it's a one-way open relationship, and then I'll close it off when you get back home? How does this work? What does this mean? But that's neither here nor there. Do I believe that? I do not believe that he was wrong for telling her the truth.
Yeah, he
He was
spoke.
honest with her, and that's what he should have done. Did it hurt her feelings? Yeah, probably. But at least you know the truth. At least you truly know how someone feels. And I agree with him in the sense that you don't know what you would do until you're in that situation. You can assume, you can guess, you just think like, oh, okay, I would do it. And then 3 months later, you like, okay, this is enough. Like, this is not for me. So you never know until you're in the situation. But I definitely would say I appreciate his honesty. I appreciate him for not sugarcoating it and telling her just what she wanted to hear or what looked good or sounded good for the cameras. I wish more people would be willing to be honest with their spouses about things. Because that's truly how you grow in a relationship is uncomfortable open dialects about things.
Mhm.
Now, could I do it? Probably not. Probably not. And it's not because
Mhm.
it's the whole waiting piece for me. It's the I'm not dedicated to write anybody about anything. And I'm not I'm just not that dedicated. Like, you want me to write you about what I did cuz what? Oh, you want me to pay to talk to you? Uh, that don't even sound fun. And I've been to prisons. I've been to state prisons, I've been to federal prisons. Although federal prisons are a lot nicer than state prisons, because I was able to like bring dominoes and all of that. Like, federal prison is a walk in the park. Um,
When my dad went to prison, he used to hate me because I wouldn't come to visit him in prison. And I told him, why in the hell would I come to visit a prison? I'm not a criminal.
listen,
I don't think no. I don't think you should
the
have visitors either. You're on timeout.
the
For real.
very first time I went to prison and them jokers locked that gate behind me, I thought I was about to die. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yes. When I was
What? I was like, listen, I don't like this. I don't like being told when I can and can't leave. Oh, I can't leave because this shift changed. Sit right here. You can't move. I was like, I ain't did nothing. Like, this ain't for me. Like, this
It's not.
type of lifestyle is not for me. But,
Not.
more respect to anybody who got to do it. But okay, whatever. But I appreciate his honesty. I truly do. I don't feel like nothing he said was wrong. And if more people was with people that told them the truth, I think we would be in a much better state.
Mhm. I agree. Yeah, he did tell us the truth, even though it was hurtful. I mean, that was his honest.
You can't demonize his opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's not like hell no. He wasn't like hell no, bitch, fuck you. You know, he just is like nah. You know, and so take it how it is. He was honest, just like Tracy said. Honesty
Yeah,
is the best.
yeah,
Even
he was honest. And like I said, I agree. I ain't watching the clip, but when I saw the clip, I would say, okay, at least he told the truth. I mean, they could get past it. I don't think is she gonna leave him because he said that. I mean, again, we leave
No.
him, no, so like that. So, but she know back in the mind that if I was to go to the jail, he probably wouldn't hold me down like that. So she better stop all that crazy activism. No, well, it's not crazy, y'all. It's like that, but
ooh, Mizzle.
it's not crazy. It's like that. But people do it for one reason called activism, not activism. So it's like that people do that for the story.
Activism. I
Yeah,
like that. I heard
yeah.
that.
um,
Activism.
yes, activism. It's like that. And I don't think she is that, but it's hurt. So hopefully they get their healing and stuff like that. He probably clear it up and they talk even more after television. But Toyota said there's no way he could have calmed her down. He had no income. Who's he going to live with?
For real. You have no income, bro.
No income.
I mean, he has income. Like, listen, he was slanging that stuff when he was doing what he do. He had income.
Hey, but
Now
Tracy,
it's
you gotta
just not saying
understand,
that
bro.
he wouldn't have got arrested at some point too, and then wouldn't have been able to do it. But I mean, he had some sort of income. He was selling.
When they get those charges, they also have to pay fines attached to those charges. I'm more than sure he had to transfer some monies over and hide some monies. So that's why I do believe that he does have some monies, but he can't actually say that he has monies because he has fines he has to pay attached to those charges. So he's going to have to pay broke for a long time.
I got no money, y'all. That's it.
Just like that. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no job. It's hard. I'm a felon.
Yeah,
All that.
milk it as it's worth. Yeah.
Right?
Um, it was a good thing. It's about to be almost 10:30. It was a great chat. I enjoy it. Always enjoy having time with y'all, discussing polls and
Yeah.
topics. Next Monday, we will talk about cheating, how much you're comfortable with, what's the styles of cheating you with, types of cheating. Is it such thing as respectable cheating? And I'm trying. If I might go online, I'll go online and see if I can get scenarios. If you go just see some scenarios and say, "Oh yeah, this cheating," or you don't that scenario is cheating. Hope I can find some because it's a lot of things out there for cheating. So
Just scroll down Instagram. You'll figure it out.
I'll find some. I'll find some scenarios and stuff. And that's what we talk about. Again, Sunday is Mother's Day, so people go enjoy them day and stuff like that. Tracy said she gonna watch the verses on her little time, stuff like that. So Drake can watch the verses. Be my mom's house, so
And
maybe
we're
I
not
can
doing Auntie Momo's on Sunday, right?
if I could catch it, yeah, I might pay. I might do the playback if she says she's going live and do the
Yeah, she's not doing a like a
panel.
regular panel.
Yeah.
She's just watching versus.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, for SWV.
Yes, and I
All
forgot
right.
what Sunday too. So I said that's a good thing to have those because I like both groups. So I said okay, the reminiscence like that to watch this versus battle, and if I can catch it, I'll watch it on Instagram on YouTube the next day,
There
and
we
maybe
go.
we could talk about that a little bit before.
You think Tiny gonna come in like her prison best?
Oh,
Ah, ah, you ain't right. You ain't right, nigga. You ain't right. You get on my nerves.
Coca-Cola. Yes, I see you next Monday. And we'll talk about cheating, y'all. So that will be the topic of discussion. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. Because it's raining right now. So I don't know why New York started
It's
raining.
raining over there. Oh,
Yeah. I'm not hearing all that drippers on my thing. I said, oh, they started already. So enjoy your week. See you next Monday. Peace
yeah.
out. Chill.
All right, love y'all.
Cola. For joining.
Bye.
Love y'all. Thank you. All right. Then we bow out with the outro. Mizzle's social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle's social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle's social corner. I got a question for you. Are you ready to answer? Mizzle's social corner. I got a question for you. All right. Good night, y'all.